All right. We are live and we're live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Finally.
It is Wednesday. And as you can see, we've got that. Trish, get on your phone and tweet it out to people.
Dude, my phone's over there. I got to get up.
Well, don't break anything. We've had a hard time. We're at Trisha's house. We are on the move this week. First time I've ever taken the stream live. So, yeah, should be fun. And we are, of course, live until 8, potentially 8:15. Live on YouTube, just tweeting this out.
All right, let's tweet this.
I just now forgot what I was going to say, so now I have to restart live on YouTube. Hashtag live.
All right,
so that's out there.
Cables. All right, follow us.
No, just say come join me on the stream.
Hey, y'all.
Hey,
y'all.
Trisha,
join me, myself. I like those. Myself and Lincoln Riddle.
All right, I've tweeted out my links. Facebook post them.
I'm a little old. It takes me some time.
We're just waiting on Trisha.
On a live
show.
At what? What do I have them look at? Just Lincoln, live Lincoln?
No, just
okay. Tweeting. I gotta know how to get on.
Are you on Facebook or are you on Twitter?
Twitter.
I'm
just gonna go live Lincoln. Sorry, I'm doing it. Live Lincoln.
Well, we got to post on Facebook too.
All right, doing it. You're just a quicker typer than me. I got man hands, everybody. Man hands.
Live.
For many of you who know how I text, these things are. All right.
With a fellow expert. Calling you an expert. If anyone wants to join. I'm spamming this group, but I am a member of the group. All right. If there's anything going on in live chat, I'm sorry. We're sending out links. We got to get people in here to join. Hit the share button. It's very imperative that you do that. All right. I have posted in this. All right. We only have two people in here, so we haven't been talking to anybody.
That's true. Yeah. So,
all right.
We're getting there.
So, as always, to what is probably Holly and someone else, hit the like button if you haven't already. Charles Black says there's a bad echo.
Oh, geez. Is it me?
You're gonna have to get right up on that mic. Your audio is looped.
Audio issues, hashtag.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can fix it. Hopefully we're not going again. I had this problem last week.
Yeah, but didn't it? We did a mic check. I swear, everybody, we just went through this.
Oh, I see what they're talking about here.
I do.
Pull. Okay. You move over there.
You want me to move?
Physically move the mic.
Oh, physically. How about that? How about I? Are we bouncing?
Also move. Guys, keep us updated on the audio issues here.
Check.
We're pulling away.
A, B, C.
How is it now?
1, 2, 3. A, B, C. You and
I'll adjust the camera once we get going. You never know what's going to happen.
Roadies.
Hello, Nathan likes drums. Can you guys tell me if there's any echo or when it...
Echo.
Well, I know another room would help. I don't have that option. I'm on the road. This isn't my house.
This is legit. Like,
it's just me, you say?
Oh, it's not me. It wasn't me.
How is it now? Hit the like button if you haven't already. Can you hear me?
I'm going to say it too. Hit the like button if you haven't already.
Can you guys hear me? Is it better? Sounds better.
All right.
Okay, let me adjust the camera. We'll get started in a second. Hit the like button if you haven't already.
Hit the like button.
Give me 1 second, guys.
I'm going to keep eating and drinking because that's what I do. Obviously.
Can you see my mic?
No, but you can see the limoncello.
How about now?
Yes. Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Will you be able to see me?
Oh, yeah. You sit right here. There's you. You're going to be like this big, and I'm going to be like...
Jelly duck.
This big.
Welcome back to the channel.
I feel like we're so far away from each other.
We are, and that's what happes, guys. We are on the road. My name is, of course, Lincoln Riddle. I feel like I should restart this. we're on the road today. These live streams are going to a more structured format. It's going to be kind of like a podcast show. My goal is to interview fellow creators or people who are in the TV, entertainment, film, does not matter, the entertainment industry as a whole. So that is the goal. Hit the like button if you're just joining us. We're up to 6 people.
Holy cow!
You're gonna want to be up on that. You're gonna want to be up like
up on that like this.
Yeah, no, maybe just pull a chair. Because this is like really ghetto rig.
Look at that. The chair has felt on it, so you can't. It's like
this
smooth.
was the best location Trish offered, and so I'm doing what I can.
Sorry. But it looks, it's a big house, but I like soft lighting. It makes my features not so old and wrinkly. And then Lincoln comes in, bam, with a light. Now I look my age. Which can any of you guess? I really do.
Trisha is 72. Anyways, so of course we are live. Trisha is going to be talking today about her work in the TV industry. By the way, if you haven't been keeping up with the daily vlogs, of course I hurt my neck, or my back rather, and so this is quite painful having to awkwardly turn my head.
Yeah, you should really adjust.
It's
You're
okay.
gonna pay for this later, man. Telling you.
So yeah, thank you, Jelly Duck. Jelly Duck said we look great.
Jelly Duck, hearts.
It's hearts. So Trish is gonna be. We're gonna be exploring every crevasse of Trisha's life. And Trisha's gonna tell. You really want to be up on it. I'm not.
Jeez, how much closer do I need to be? Making sweet love to this thing.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well, we would be monitoring the audio, but we don't have that capability.
So close. Okay. It's awkwardly close.
I hope you're enjoying that.
I really am.
We may not have to be that close.
Okay.
We're pretty close.
Okay. I'm close.
All right. So
right.
If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. Trisha will answer anything and everything. I mean. Did you put this on Facebook or no?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Trisha will answer anything and everything.
Okay. I don't know how far he's taking this.
All right, Trish. So give us a brief 30-second rundown on who Trish is. Don't use your last name. There are stalkers out there.
Oh, okay. Well, that might be nice.
Yeah.
Brief 30 seconds. Single, white female.
Ready to mingle.
Sorry, Aim. That's my friend Amy. Sorry. Live in a small town outside of State College. I lived in New York. I've lived in Australia. I've lived in Germany. I've lived in many places. But it wasn't until after I moved to New York that I realized I wanted to get into the television industry. I actually moved there, believe it or not, to become a New York City police officer. Shocking. And you have to live there a year and be a resident of New York City a year. And I did it. And then I nannied. That's right. I nannied kids.
Oh!
I know, right? I was a good nanny, though.
She was a nanny.
And it was then that the family that I lived with approached me and said, what else do you want to do other than be a cop? And I was like, well, I've always wanted to do television.
You hear this? She always wanted to do TV.
They helped me out, and here I am today.
If you could be anything in the world, what would it be?
Reality TV show, Home Improvement.
Home Improvement. She wants to be the next Tim Allen.
Yeah, yes, I do.
So
you can be Wilson.
Your time in New York, what was that like? We have people that follow me from New York. They may.
I love New York. I lived in Tarrytown, home of Sleepy Hollow,
oh, boy.
Ichabod Crane, all that good stuff, which I also love. So I loved living there. Worked a lot. I did a lot of freelance videos there. I worked for companies and commercials, Cheerios, Jeep, Philip Morris, Kraft. Let me tell you what, once you worked for Kraft, we did a commercial for them where there was this giant wall of macaroni and cheese, and we had to restack the boxes for every shoot. And then when we were done, and of course, that was back when I was very, very new. I was poor. So they gave us macaroni and cheese. I ate so much macaroni and cheese that it's not my favorite today.
Mo and Izzy is here. Mo and Izzy. Well, Mo is a big fan of you. She's from South Wales.
South Wales!
Wales, but I guess she's from South. I don't know.
I'm eating food. Sorry.
Yeah, she's a big fan of yours.
Yay. Well, who
hit the like? Okay, hit the like button.
Hit the like button.
If you don't hit the like, I'm going to frequently say that because people join in and they don't hit the like button.
Do it, or I'll hunt you down.
You have a question from, ladies and gentlemen, Deadpan Cole.
Ooh, I like that name.
Is here, and he says, Trisha, how addicted are you to Dr. Pepper?
Who is that? Because I really am addicted to Dr. Pepper.
By the way, guys, sorry about this overexposure. We got lots of obstacles to overcome.
Yeah. Is that someone I know?
Yeah, it's Cole.
Oh, our Cole? I
Deadpan
wondered if it was
Cole,
our
yeah.
Cole. Okay, it is our Cole.
So
Deadpan Cole. Super addicted.
speaking directly to Mo, say whatever you want to say.
Which one's Emo? South
You
Wales?
just need to be like, rock on, thank you.
Oh, yeah, totally. Emo. Please, hearts. Hit the like button, Emo. Let's be friends. Well, I can't give out my last name because apparently Lincoln told me they're stalkers, but I have lots of
You
friends
could
on
be
Facebook.
friends with her. She's not a stalker. We're going to the United Kingdom in a few months, and she's helped me with places in Wales.
Oh, very nice. Isn't he a great guy? Lincoln's already been there, but I would like to venture to Iceland this spring. That's on my
This
bucket
spring,
list.
you say that like this spring is like coming soon.
Well, it's the next spring.
It's not-
The past spring is over, so this spring.
All right, whatever. All right, so you moved to New York City.
Uh-huh.
You didn't find love there, obviously.
No love there.
Trisha, oh my God, I have an echo still.
Oh, son of a gun.
Huh. Well, let's roll.
Are we
on.
too close together?
I don't think so.
I mean, I don't know
Bottom
how much
just dropped out. Now it's showing as 0 followers on the live stream. Ticker's dead. Is anybody still in here?
Hit the like button if you want.
Is anybody still in here? I'm not joking. The number of people showing is 0.
I bumped my mic.
You should be fine. We're just balling on a budget setup, you know.
Dude, we've got to put this at your house so it's set up all the time. This is literally like a 20-minute setup, so you can't. You got what you got.
Hey, okay. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
I can hear it.
You
Should we share a mic? You want to just both get...
want to get all up on one mic? I don't know that it's me, guys. YouTube's showing me 0.
Well, there. Oh,
I think it's the room.
no. Have you seen the acoustics in this room, buddy? Can't be the room. Where it's not even echoing now.
Let's try it again. The last time. Hit the like button if you're just joining us. My name's Lincoln Riddle, and I'm oh man, it's popping in and out. I think it's YouTube, guys. You see that?
I do see that.
The viewer number keeps going back and forth between 0 and
Well,
I don't even know what it is.
I
now.
guess we just keep talking.
It says the echo is gone. Hopefully, it's not on our end. I can't.
I don't think it's on our end if it's gone. Because
But
you're not doing anything.
hit the like button if you're here. I have no idea it's 0. So currently, we are talking to 0 people, except what's in the chat. Trish has been nice enough to bring us cherries. So Trish, anyways, you left New York.
Actually, very sad. My mother got sick, and I'd lived there for almost 10 years, and I thought, you know what? Just put it on the table. You didn't get the pit, did you? There's pits in that, you know.
You could have told me that.
Sorry. Well, it's like right off the tree, man. All right, so and I thought, you know what? I lived away for 10 years, and I was like, it's time. I can move. I can go anywhere, travel anywhere. I don't have to be in New York City. I moved back to Pennsylvania and freelanced. I would drive back and forth to New York like once a month for work. I did that for like a year, and living out of a suitcase got hard. So I then came back here and applied at a television station, news network. And I worked there part-time.
Cool.
And then I worked there for almost 13 years, I think, or 12 years or something like that. And I started out in master control, running the tapes. That's back when we had tapes, VHS, everyone. Running the tapes. And then eventually I worked my way into photojournalism. And then I worked my way into assistant chief photojournalist. And then I worked my way into sat truck operator. I was actually the first woman satellite truck driver in Pennsylvania.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Drove the truck, ran the satellite, did everything.
Hit the like button if you're just joining us. Before we continue, Jelly Duck has a comment for you.
Yeah, Jelly.
Would you rather spend a year alone in a deep sea submarine or a space station?
Space station, 100%.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think at least you could look at the Earth in a space station.
I'm looking at squid and everything else.
Cole.
Plus, I've been in a submarine, and they are. I mean, I guess the space station would be too.
Deadpan Cole says Quentin secretly has a crush on you.
I believe that, Quentin or Cole. You and I both know that because you've been in the hallway with conversations.
Deadpan Cole, one more question before we continue on. In your years of experience, what has been the best camera to use?
Oh,
doesn't
God.
matter if it's a personal, small, handheld, a point and shoot, broadcast camera.
Well, you guys can't see there, but I have a collection of cameras up there. But honestly, it's the old mini DVs. When I had mine, I had a Canon, and I loved that. It was an XL2. I loved that thing. Now I've switched over to what is mine? A Panasonic. Yeah, it's a Panasonic. I just got it like a few years ago. I like it because it's broadcast quality, high definition, shoots in low light. I really like it.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about Canon. They're really lagging behind in the low light quality.
I would agree with him on that. Yes.
Sucks. And when as a vlogger, well, some vloggers choose not to put bad shots in there like that. But I would rather, I mean, personally, my vlogs to me are kind of like, in a way, a journal. So, like, I watch them, I'd rather remember. Not always, but, like, if I'm in Vegas or wherever, if it's something I want to remember, I'll throw it in regardless, just because it's what I want. So,
the shot, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I was in
you got to tell your story, man.
I was in the Dominican Republic, and we had a bunch of nighttime shots that I kept in there just because I wanted them to be in there.
I think I saw that.
But the problem is that people who are watching don't know that you personally wanted it in there. So they just look at it as, well, this, it's just a shitty shot.
Yeah, everyone thinks that. You know what? I'm going to tell you guys right now, for those of you who don't do it and you're on your own, you're trying to grow, you have no idea the hours of work. I used to do what this young man did. That's right. I called you young. And I mean, I still do it. I get paid to do it. I make corporate videos, weddings, but I used to do stuff back in the day on YouTube when it was like way back when it started, infancy, and it's hours and hours. So anything you see that this guy's doing, you've got it. What you see here is one thing, but everything he's put on is hours and hours of work.
Well, and Mo and Izzy actually has the channel. Wow, Gore Deadpan Cole. I mean, a lot of these people do. Sarah H does. So
you guys know.
Probably actually all the people in here right now do actually have channels. I can't see everybody in the chat, but yeah. We won't go into detail about what AFL is, but when can we see some episodes? Well, we have to shoot them first. We have the promos, like 40. It's probably the promo for AFL. We're not going to dive too far into what that is in this live stream, but that's like 75% done. I just got to finish it off. It's been shot. It's almost edited. But probably in the coming weeks, we just have to shoot the dang thing. That's the hardest part, right? The echo makes it sound like I'm listening to In the Air Tonight from Phil Collins.
Oh, I love that.
I can feel it in the air tonight. I think it's on YouTube's in, guys.
Hold on.
They're showing, like, I look at the live stream numbers, and it keeps going back and forth between 0 but I can unplug. Yeah.
Nice South Park character.
How is it now? I think it's just me who's echoing. Is that still true, guys?
It's not me. I don't echo.
Trish is perfecto.
I'm perfecto, except for this hair. God, I'm trying to let my hair grow long.
Hit the like button if you're just joining us. Anyways, we are here, of course, with Trisha. And Trisha's got a vast wealth. Yeah, I definitely think it's on YouTube's end. See, this is the problem with live streaming, is that when there's an issue, even if you may not necessarily control the issue, you still like, they can still hear it's annoying. So it's kind of like, well.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, honestly, it's not
back to 0. Live stream numbers at 0.
I think it is YouTube. We haven't touched a thing. I really do think it's them.
Anyway, so Trish, you moved to Pennsylvania. You were freelancing out of New York City. Now, were you in New York City on September 11th?
No, I was not in New York City on September 11th, but I was here in Pennsylvania, and I was one of the first people at the Shanksville crash. That story is, obviously, I was going to work, broken arm, not a shocker if many of you know me. And I came down from the shower, and my mother was like, this plane went into this building. And she said, they think he had a heart attack. And I said, are you sure? Because it looks like he's directly in the building. And as we're watching live on TV, I see the other plane going in. Of course, being a journalist, I jumped in. I'm like, I got to get to work. I'm heading, into the station. And then I hear on the radio that one hits the Pentagon. And there is a point at that point, you sit and you think, what's going on? Should I go home or should I go and report this? And obviously the journalist takes the better side. So I went, and at that time they had said there was a freeze on all traffic. Nobody was to land. No planes were to land, and heard the scanner go off. I was getting ready to leave in the satellite truck. Did you hear that high pitched Peter Brady thing? I was getting ready to leave in the satellite truck to go to New York City, when I loaded up the truck and I came back in and I heard the scanner and they were calling for all these fire stations, all like 60, 70 miles away. And that's unusual. And then they said plane down. I went out to my news director and said, you have a plane down. Honestly, at the time, I thought it was just a giant plane that came out of the sky. It had nothing to do with 9/11.
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, because they were halting traffic. And I said, if they do this, planes are going to run out of gas. So that's what I thought it was. And then as I was getting in the truck to leave, they had said, no, it was a terrorist plane. And I went down there and I slept in that truck. I spent the next 4 days down there.
Now, did you win any awards for what you did?
Yes. I won an Associated Press Award along with several other people. Richard Eaton, a photographer. There was Patrick Shore. There was many people that covered that story.
Yeah.
So, so we spent a lot of time down there. I think I was gone 4 days, slept in the truck. It was...
Were you able to see the plane? There's a lot of conspiracy theories, obviously.
No. What you could see was at the time you could see, you couldn't even, ground level, you couldn't even see the hole. You just saw a lot of smoke coming out of the hole, and they had, the guys were out in the field in their suits. So there was a lot of that going on, and we were actually allowed pretty close since we were like the first people there. But by the end of the day, there was 30 satellite trucks lined up. And at the time, like we would do our affiliates at CBS, so we would, be the live feed for CBS, but until they got a truck there, and then everybody was there, we just took care of our own business at that point. But I did cover it, and I went back for the first year anniversary, and the president was there, and in between there, I had gone back, and it was terribly to read all the notes and all the all the people who knew people on that plane. It was really, really, really sad.
Yeah.
That memorial is no longer there. So to actually see that memorial was pretty cool. It was just a chain link fence.
What'd they do with it?
They actually took it down, and now they've built like a road, and it was in a dirt field. It was in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
They actually took it down. There's a memorial there and everything. Now everything's cement, stone. And the saddest part was they had a room built for all of that stuff to put inside a room, because it was outside. They took it down when it rained. Like they put a lot into it. They had a room built for that, those written things, everything left on the original wall, and they had it storage, and the storage building burnt down. So that was also very sad.
I was randomly watching it. I went so I went to the 9/11 museum a few weeks ago while in New York City. I vlogged about this, by the way. You can also read about it at lincolnriddle.com. But
hit the like button.
Hit the like button and subscribe if you're new here. Occasionally we get subscribers. I'll check the chat in a second, by the way, for questions. I was watching a video. I posted that video about the 9/11 museum. Then YouTube started recommending me all these videos on 9/11. So I went down the wormhole, of course. And I came across a video that was from like maybe a year ago or 2 years ago. And it was from like Detroit or up in, maybe it's the Detroit station. It was like up in Michigan. And this guy bought this business. And in the back of the business, in a back room, was a bag full of money and like a bunch of like IDs from the World Trade Centers from that day. Like they were covered in all the dust and everything. There was a ton of money there, and they had like their World Trade Center IDs and licenses and all this crap. It was really weird. And so the person turned it over to the police department, and then they searched the list to see if it belonged to anybody who had died. And then I guess they turned it over to the 9/11 museum. But anyways, it was really fascinating. Like it had all the
That's
dust
crazy.
was still on it, and it was,
That's my dog, Fugly. It's really his name. You can't see him. He's on the floor.
Let's catch up on the chat. Oh, wait, before we catch up on the chat.
And I have one more thing about 9/11 on that day, so go ahead.
We're going to do a little conspiracy.
Conspiracy
talk. What do you think? So a lot of people say jet fuel can't melt steel beams, but I don't really think they say that. It's more or less that it bent them or it weakened them. What do you think?
Yes, that's exactly right. They hit that bill because when I did live in New York, it's when they blew up the bomb. I did live in New York then.
When that happened, look it up.
Yep, I was living in New York then, and that's when they tried the first time and unsuccessfully. They thought if they took out the bottom garage, obviously the pillars would crumble and the whole building would come down. Unsuccessful. They did it this time. They knew. I mean, they did their homework. They knew exactly how to hit, where to hit, and it just made the beams so hot that they melted. And once that top layer comes down, well,
according to national record,
they bent them.
Yeah.
They bent them enough though that they knew if they hit in that certain point, once those top floors crumbled, they would take down the rest.
Now, but the question is, can you fly a plane at that speed and be that accurate going into a building?
Yeah, I think so.
You
Yes.
think so? On the record,
Absolutely,
ladies and
yes.
gentlemen, Trisha Gates is
I do.
on the record here.
And for the other conspiracy I've heard over the
Building
years,
7?
I know this is Shanksville again. The government did not shoot that plane down, folks. I was on that story. There's so many witnesses as to, the one lady I did interview to this day. She saw the plane literally shot up property. She said it went straight up. It turned and made a nosedive. That they were not shot down. Everybody that said, "Oh, they were shot down. They were shot down." They were headed, and in my belief, they were headed to the Capitol. I believe had they got to a certain point, they would have shot them down. But I believe those people, they knew they were going. I would do the same thing. They knew they were going to die either way, and they weren't taking anybody else out. So I think they fought. The government did not shoot that plane down. I'm just saying. I'm stating a fact, but everyone has their own beliefs.
Yeah. No, it's interesting either way, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really buy into the conspiracy stuff too much, just because I think that the amount of people that would be involved in covering that up, it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I can see why everybody believes in them and, or whatever, because some of the stuff is kind of sketchy, but, whatever. I mean, World Trade Center 7. I know there's a famous YouTuber whose name, he has a second account. It's literally just Google World Trade Center 7.
Really?
Yeah. So, but, moving on. I'm going to
moving on
now.
So here's another cool thing. So the very next year, almost 2 months before the year anniversary, I'm sleeping. I get a phone call in the middle of the night from my producer and says, "Hey, I need you to take the satellite truck down. And I need to take the satellite truck down to almost near Shanksville. There's some miners trapped." And of course, I'm super tired. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. And I said, "Miners as in coal miners, miners as in kids, because I need to know." And how?
A little bit.
Can I back off now?
Yeah.
All right.
How is it now? The audio.
So should I keep talking? It's definitely YouTube. It's not you.
All right. Well, just keep going.
All right.
Okay.
So I hop in the satellite truck. I drive there, and I am the first person on scene. Myself and the reporter that I picked up, and it's the miracle in the mine, the 9 miners who were trapped underground.
Mm-hmm.
And I spent another 4 or 5 days straight there, slept, washed in like a Walmart bathroom. These are the great stories you're going to hear if you're in journalism. Like it, slept there in the truck. We couldn't get a hotel room because they never knew when they were going to get them out. So, but during that time, I was there at 5 a.m. or close to. Our show started at 5, and at the time, I won't mention the producer's name. The state trooper came up to me, and I could see them working in the field with a flashlight and a GPS trying to find the miners and where they would be if it flooded, where the highest point is. And it was like 10 till 5, and our show starts at 5. We were going to be the top story. And the state trooper came over and he said, "I'm going to need you to shut down your truck. Your satellite's interfering with the GPS, we believe. And so if you could just shut it down, and we're going to move you up the road." I had all the footage I needed. I mean, I got it all. It was practically there. It was dark out anyway. You couldn't see what was going on. And my producer threw a fit and said, "Can't you just tell them that we're only going to be 10 minutes? My producer was very green, very young. I said, "That's an absolute no. There are 9 people underground who might be alive, who might not be alive. I am moving this truck." And I was very good. So I said, "I will have this truck moved and back up and the shot ready by 5 after. And you'll still have your story." It's 5 a.m. I'm sorry for you 5 a.m.ers, but really no one's watching at 5 a.m. We could have moved it. But it really shocked me at how cold sometimes producers can be, because if it bleeds, it leads, and they want it. And doing that enough in that job, I was like, no. I was strong enough to say no.
Hit the like button if you have joined us and you haven't already. We still have the echo issue. That's obnoxious.
You or me?
It's me. It's not you.
Should we just share? You want to get
someone did say your mic sensitivity was high. Holly's saying there's a buffer.
Huh.
Look,
hi, Holly.
Yeah, we're not.
Look how far apart we are. I can't.
We have a lot of issues.
So far apart.
We're gonna sort this out.
But it was fine when we started.
Who knows, man? Who knows?
I'm telling you, got to get him a studio. We gotta get this boy a show and a studio so we can just go to his house and do it.
Better equipment would be optimal.
It is hot as hell in this house.
It is warm.
Is there anything affecting the mic? Any kind of
frequencies?
Yeah. All right. We unplugged a lot of stuff, so.
How is it now? Looks like I can't.
No. So, let me see.
Looks like it's lagging behind.
Yeah,
all
it
right.
is.
Anyways, it doesn't
So, yeah,
matter. It doesn't matter.
That was my 9/11 or my Miracle in the Mine. And let's see, what else have I covered? Tornadoes. I've been in a tornado before working.
What's the worst thing you've ever seen in the field?
Dead body.
Besides that.
The worst thing I've ever seen in the field. Decapitation. Decapitation. The worst thing I can think of is death, and that's no. I tell you, the saddest thing broke my heart was child got hit by a car. It killed the kid, and and the other one, which actually was a sad story, but that day I left that day. It was a July 4th, and I got called for a story for a little missing girl, and we went out, and the parents were at their summer home. And the father left on the mother left on the 4-wheeler with the one child, and the father was to watch the other child. He was mowing the grass there. And when he came back to the house, she was gone.
Wow.
And they think she wandered off and there was a pond. So they scrape, what do you call it? When they do the pond, they scrape it or they pull the water. Yeah. They run the little thing to try to snag things and nothing. And every news outlet got there after we did and covered this. And it's something, just something in my gut. I was terrified they were going to find her in this pond. When they didn't, something in my gut she'd already been gone 24 hours by this time. Everybody left and they were trying to get back to there. And I said, I timed it. I was like, listen, if we give us another 20 minutes, I swear to God, I'll hit the gas. We'll be back. We can get this on the air. And I was in the car and I saw the family running and they started screaming up and down, jumping up and down. And I ran over and I started crying. I was like, what's going on? And they found her. They found her 7 miles away. She was 4 years old.
Was she alive?
Alive. She had a little pink jacket on. I get emotional thinking about it now because it's just amazing. She, one of the guys started looking for on a 4-wheeler. He said he looked off in a cornfield and he saw something really small and pink out by the woods. And he went and got her and he said, are you so-and-so? And she said, yes. He gave her a sandwich, put her on the 4-wheeler, called the police. And we interviewed her and she was so cute. And I said, how did you sleep in the woods? And she said, yeah. And she counted down. I saw a deer and 2 bunny and it was the sweetest thing. It was like the best.
Yeah.
I left that day so elated because I was like, this day couldn't get any better.
Well, we do have some new comments. Deadpan Cole, jet fuel can't melt steel beams. Holly is upset over the audio still.
Jet fuel can't melt steel beams, Cole, but they can heat the process to make them melt.
Jelly Duck wants to know if you've ever taken karate lessons.
I have. I got to a green belt.
He knows you.
Taekwondo.
All right, we've got some more here. Holly says, "Buffer." Hit the like button if you've just joined us. What is Trish eating? Oh,
cherries.
Well, there's.
Yeah.
Sarah H says, "Do you need to get permission to film in public?"
Not if you're on public property.
Yes, if you're on a sidewalk.
Now it's different. If it's journalism, no. If you're shooting a movie, you need a permit.
Well, that's two things. If you're just doing a YouTube video,
no.
The worst that could happen is that they would have YouTube take it down. That's
the worst that'll happen.
So
do it first and ask for forgiveness.
Yeah, if you're vlogging or anything, largely you probably actually don't have to worry about it. So
no, and the world's getting used to it. So many people usually.
Yeah. I like to yell at people. I'm vlogging here.
Is that how you say it?
Just like that.
I'm vlogging here, mate. Man. Shagadelic.
Ray Grimm, who's from Germany. Speaking.
No, that's goodbye.
Speaking of 911. Just saw Rampage where Dwayne Johnson fights I like how I called him Dwayne Johnson. Fights a giant alligator while being shot in the gut. I guess The Rock is kind of immortal at this point.
I thought he battled a big ape. I don't know. Maybe
he does everything.
Oh, the ape's his friend, I think. Yeah, I don't even know if that movie did well. But here's the saddest thing: when you're single and you're sitting here on a Saturday night, I almost bought it on Vudu the other night. I was like, no, I think I'll pass. And what did I watch instead? I watched what was that? Memorable?
The Notebook.
No, but it was on my site. Here's the problem: I can't watch a Notebook because I bawl my eyes out at the end. Every time. Do you think there's enough love in this world?
Deadpan Cole says, I agree. People are getting used to cameras being out all the time in public.
Yeah.
Holly, that is my motto for everything in life. Ask for forgiveness, not permission. Hold
girl,
up
Holly.
the dog.
Oh, you want to see Fugs? Come here, Fugly.
What is Trish binge watching now? We're getting to me questions on Trish. Here it is.
Fugly.
That is Fugly. And
Hi, Fugly.
we can put together the two words that create that name.
Fun and ugly.
There's another dog that looks very upset.
This is... Come here.
And just like that, she runs away.
It's Butters.
Oh!
No, the dog's on the table. Get off the table. Off the table. They're so well behaved.
Great live stream. I look like I'm on fire.
I know you do. Your head's about to burst into flame. You want some powder? He can go up to the bathroom. I offered him powder, Ollie. I said, put this powder.
These are not my lights. So.
And then he was like, no way. Like, I don't know.
I don't care to put it on. I just feel like going upstairs.
Stop there, man. He's going to go to the bathroom at some point. I know
it. How did you?
What am I currently binge watching? I have to tell you.
We'll hear that.
What is it right now that I'm watching? Oh, it's gonna hit. The Handmaid's Tale, dude. That show is dark and weird, but it's so addictive. Waiting for the new season of Orange Is the New Black to come out. Everybody loves that.
In June.
No, it did not.
I thought they came out in June.
No, I thought it was coming out like this week or something. I gotta watch. If that's coming out, here's the problem with that. The first two seasons were really good. The first two seasons, I basically stayed up and had black circles under my eyes and watched every single one of them. Now I'm just like, I'll get through it in a week or two.
Have you ever worked on a TV show?
Well, yes and no. I did work on freelance for Saturday Night Live stuff, and as a lighting and a grip.
At what time? When was that?
90s. 90.
Was Adam Sandler there? Dave Spade?
Actually, Adam Sandler was
Chris
there.
Farley?
He had just started the show. He was a writer before that. Chris Farley was who was on the show. And
what the hell was that noise, Trish?
That's called the train. It comes through Tyrone, so it has to beep its horn at every crossway.
All right, let's catch up on the chat.
Chat with me. Hit the like button if you haven't already.
Holly says, Fugly, oh my gosh, it's perfect. Sarah H says, laugh out loud, scared me. The Handmaid Tales, yes, read my mind. Lincoln's Twins, Chris Farley. If you're new here, hit the like button. We are gathered here today with none other than Trisha Gates. By the way, text Carol. Where is she at? You'd think she'd be all up in this.
Yeah, Carol, get up in this.
Carol and Mike, WTF, ladies and gentlemen, someone did just join us. Hit the like button. That was great of you. What was I going on about just a second ago? I was going to ask you something.
It started with binge watching. I interrupted you, and I just totally threw what I thought of.
Trish, before we head on about your TV experience, plus your love life, plus everything in between,
losing weight.
What is the best destination you've ever visited?
You know what? I used to say Australia, which it is phenomenal.
Yes.
I do love Germany, but
Germany.
Shout out. But I just came back from Hawaii in February. It gets in you, man. I loved it was actually there on the volcano that now erupted. I was there 6 days before it erupted. So I got lost. All
right. We have to constantly update everybody who joins. So
hit the like button.
So yeah, we have there's an issue right now with YouTube, and it's showing like my numbers are going in and out on who's in here and all this stuff. And my mic is going in and out with feedback.
I'm perfect.
There's nothing I can do to change it. No. I don't think.
You're adjusting it for no reason.
There's an issue. Trish is literally here watching this, Holly's giving me shit about this.
Honestly, he can't adjust it. It's not on his end.
Carolina Jones is in his house. Hit the like button.
Hey, Carol!
So yeah, I know this. We've got these issues. I'm sorry. Weirdly, OCD said he feels like the live stream is in a cave.
Is it?
No,
it's my
not.
dining room.
It's this. If I play it back on my phone, I can hear it too. But if I unplug it,
you want to share a mic?
If I unplug it, then it. What is it? XLR?
XLR.
Oh, okay.
I'm 100 years old, man. Okay.
Well, that's
Are
better
you sniffing
than
the
this.
mic?
Yeah. All right, let's continue on. So, Trish.
Yeah.
The year.
I'm an army brat as a child, but my family, my roots are. I'm sorry. Lincoln's sniffing his microphone. It's like, I don't know what's going on over there. But my family originates from this area, and my parents divorced when I was young, and we moved here when I was like in seventh grade. Yeah, something like that. But I was only here through that time through a senior year. And then I left and moved to Australia. Moved back from Australia and moved to New York.
How many places have you lived in, Trish?
Oh, I'm going to start. So I was born in Georgia. I'm a Southern Belle by heart. Thank you very much.
Oh, God, that was crazy.
Georgia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, North Carolina, Germany, Australia, New York. I feel like I'm missing one. I might be missing one. 9 or 10 places. But I can honestly say I can honestly say now, though, right now I've lived in Pennsylvania now 19 years since I came back. And it's just the longest I've ever lived in one place. But I have not even though I've lived here, I've moved so many times even here. I think I've only lived in one spot in this area for 7 years. So
Trish is a TV person.
Yes.
TV news. And she's dated popular people, famous people.
I have.
We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
currently single, currently online for the last 4 years. Oh, God, put a shirt on.
gosh.
I hate when people do that. They either look down at the camera like they're in prison, they put a cigarette in their mouth. Just, dude.
Here, take a shot of limoncello.
How is it, by the way?
It's good. Someone said you should.
I made this. It's not my best batch, but I'm going to drink it because I made it.
Someone said you should get lit.
Oh, if I get lit, Holly, I'll apologize now. But
oh gosh, rest in peace.
It is good.
Who all is in the chat? If you have a question for either of us, feel free to drop it. It could be anything from conspiracy theories to.
Oh, I'm about conspiracy. You want to know my other thing? This is why I should be president. You want to get into the presidency?
Let's hear it.
Think about this.
Think about it.
Think about it.
Shit. Now listen to what I have to say to you. Shit.
So, you got all these prisons, right? Overcrowding.
Yeah.
Why are they overcrowded? Because of death row. Well, if you did the crime, sorry, death row. All death row really is life in prison. So we keep paying tax dollars and expanding prisons. Well, guess what else we're short on? Organs. So everybody's on a waiting list.
Yeah.
They're all on a waiting list for organs. What if everybody on death row had to pay it forward? We put you to sleep, we harvest your organs, and we give it to everybody who needs an organ.
Whoa.
Boom.
I think that this is something that
could be a very dark
this is
TV
something
show,
that you could easily
think about it.
This is something you could easily clip out of this live stream and probably get you fired for saying.
No.
It is 2018.
What? They kill people.
Listen, people go apeshit on social media now over the smallest thing.
Oh,
I
I'm just who I am. I'm just vocal.
Okay. Holly says she loves where this is going. Charles Black asked, "How is my back?" By the way, Charles lives in Arizona, neither northern Arizona, or he lives near Las Vegas.
Oh, then you wouldn't know my friend Stephanie Olmo, who's out there in Phoenix.
He just got back from like a 3-week trip to Alaska.
Oh, that's where I want to go to, Alaska.
Anyways, yeah, my back it's feeling better, but this position.
He's doing this.
Why are we in this setting again? I can't remember what happened with this.
Because
Why is the camera all the way over there?
You were here, but then you said my mic, so you
put
it down.
I ended up moving to the edge.
We
of the
were
screen.
looking directly on
Yeah, we were doing.
You
this
can
better.
try moving back. It's not your mic.
Trisha does have a channel, and I will tell you what that is in a video.
Oh God, I bumped this again. Oh no, stop barking. That's my. Never mind.
Trisha's channel is
It follows my life.
It's a TV channel. Oh, let me explain. Trish has a channel. We're making a show on it. I guess it's not really her channel. It's more like a show. It's just a channel that's based on her life. And so we're not going to talk about it here because we shared this in some places and some other stuff.
It's building up. We're building it up.
We're building up the hype, all right?
Yeah, it's all hype.
Just keep watching the vlogs. You'll see more.
Hit the like button.
You'll see more of Trish. Yeah, you're going to hear that a lot.
This is my third glass.
You're going to hear more of. You'll see more of Trish in the videos for sure, my vlogs.
Carol, I'm getting tipsy.
What if you've been wrongly accused of a crime you didn't commit?
All right. So here's my thought. You have to. It's almost got to be. It's almost got to be like a DNA thing. It's got in today's world, you cannot get away with murder. It's a DNA thing.
Well, but people do.
I think the chances are really slim anymore that you're gonna. I do believe people have been wrongly accused. I think people have been wrongly accused, but I think you make it a law from a certain point but I just don't understand how you can be a mass murderer, like murder 19 people, and you're on death row, but we don't want to kill you. Well, I am sorry, but an eye for an eye. That's me. But that's my own opinion. Everyone has their own opinion. I don't even like
trying to adjust the camera.
I'm not a big guns and war person, but lately as I get older, I'm like, nope, get rid of them. Not kill everybody, just kill the ones that deserve it. Sorry. I don't like to put up. Can I swear? I don't like to put up with a lot of bullshit. It got dark in here. Because trying to make more money to get by. Vote Trisha Gates 2020. Is it 2019? I can't.
People could definitely cut this out and get you fired.
Why?
It's 2018, Trish.
Oh, well then do it.
Oh! No, there's no reason to. Hit the like button if you're just joining us. Back to Trisha's life as a TV superstar, celebrity, sexual deviant.
I don't know about that. Going on, it's a long time, folks.
Sarah H says she's offended.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sarah. I know.
I think she's joking.
I'll put a smiley face by that.
By the way, guys, I have been working on losing some pounds.
Me too. How many?
Well, I have just started today.
Oh, I've lost almost 10.
This isn't helping, but that's okay.
No, this is not going in my point system. Giving a shout out to Weight Watchers. I started it 2 weeks ago, down 10 pounds.
Weight Watchers, if you're watching this live.
I could be your next spokesperson.
I'll send you the invoice.
Although if you read all this before this, you'd be like, nah, she's not what we're looking for.
Weirdly OCD, I don't know if you're still in here, but he says hello from your Ohio neighbor.
Hello. Oh, hi.
Hello.
Oh.
Holly says alcohol calories don't count.
Don't they? Is that legit?
So when you what's the worst station you've ever worked at? You don't have to say the name, just the city. Or is that gonna give it away?
No. For a while it was good at city.
That's that Southern Belle coming out.
The local city. Then it got really bad here. That local city. You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Harrisburg might be one.
Harrisburg.
But I heard they're really doing well now. So, you know what? I think I did well in all the news ones that
If you had a choice to work for CNN, Fox.
I did have the choice to work for CNN. I told them no.
Why?
Because at the time I was making good money living here, and they offered me a job to fly me down. And I said, listen, I don't want to waste your money flying down and doing this interview. Can you tell me what you're paying? CNN. This is in 2000, the year 2000.
How much was it?
$21,000.
What?
Yeah.
Where?
And I said, are you joking? And they were like, well, but you're working for CNN. I said, yeah, no, don't care. I did a lot of freelance stuff for them.
They were going to offer 21.
And they were like, well, a lot of our people like shack up, like live together, room together.
That's
I'm
great.
like, no,
21.
I make like a lot more money here. So that's a no. But I freelance for them. But
so you hear that? CNN is cheap AF.
Yeah, I was really shocked because I was like, yeah, I'm going
It's
to
not
CNN.
surprising, though. A lot of the big names don't seem to pay that well.
No, they don't.
That's how they got to be big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't. They really don't. And anymore, they just pull. Again, I came back from the day of, news was almost like a production. Like you didn't do,
Courtney
unsteady.
Brooks is in the house. Hit the like button.
Hit the like button. There was, back when we started, it was, you use your sticks, you use your shoulder off the shoulder for anything emergency or interviews. But nowadays, everything, and it's okay. It takes me some time to get used to it. I'm just.
Nowadays, it's all about that.
And I don't mind. I'm not bragging, but I got a steady shoulder. I shoot like a rock, but some people just don't. Note to self, don't shoot off the shoulder and then try to zoom in across the football field and hold the shot. Not gonna work. Stop doing it.
So for our, we'll get to that comment in a second, Deadpan. I was going to ask about that later. By the way, hit the like button, guys. If you're just joining us, Courtney Brooks.
Courtney Brooks. I should probably stop, but I think
I'll just drink the whole damn thing.
All right, I
Drink the
should
whole damn
probably
thing.
shut off. That's a half a bottle of lemon and vodka.
If you're watching this post live, we've had a few minor technical errors, but we're not letting it set us back. Nope. You can tell I look like I'm on fire, and we're like not even arm's reach. That's because we're having some mic issues. Hit the like button. Whoever just joined us, welcome to the show. I'm here with Seriously,
I look good.
I look like the Cheeto Man.
It's just, I don't even know if you have a forehead.
So Trish, not Trish, not Trish.
And then you know what? I came to AccuWeather, and I've been here. Oh, should I say that? Well, it's too late.
No, they already know.
Oh, I'm working. I've worked at AccuWeather now for 3 years.
What did you? Okay, so when you got to AccuWeather, what did you do first? You've shifted jobs. So what were you starting out as?
Well, when I started, it was supposed to be directing, but that shortly went out the window, and I technical directed for almost 2 years. With my producer Doug Hicks.
Hit the like button. If you're just joining us.
And then I decided just 2 years of So then I thought, you know what, I'm going to try product. So now I'm in product management, and I help make stuff with the apps, the AccuWeather app, or for our bigger clients, AES. I help create stuff and think of cool things for them, and I help build them and send it all over to design, and they do it. So that's what I do now.
Are you happy?
Yes, I like it.
I'm in life. Are you happy?
Oh, yes, I am very happy in life. I am.
Why?
I'm always happy.
What makes you happy?
I have a good job. I have great friends. I own my own home. I own my own car. I love my dogs and my 2 rescue cats. It sounds actually pretty pathetic. I like to travel.
Do you ever feel lonely?
Maybe on a Friday night in the fall.
You ever feel sad or down?
No, I don't let anything get me down, really.
So you think that you're straight across the board happy?
Yeah.
With everything?
Life's too short.
Are you content?
There's nothing. Yeah.
Would you say you're complacent?
No.
You don't feel complacent?
No.
Why?
No. Because you just you keep moving, you keep busy, you just do, and.
But do you ever feel like you're staying in one place too long?
No, I mean because I don't know. Maybe I am. No.
What did you?
Because you have a route here. This is my home base, as I like to call it.
Yeah.
But I travel constantly, like you. I mean, I might not go out of the country, but I have friends in New Jersey, and I have friends in
low places.
I have friends in. I do have some pretty shady friends. Every weekend, honestly, and I'm not bragging, and you can ask Carol this. It's very hard I have to have a schedule. It's very hard to track me down because I just go from this friend to that friend to this friend, or a barbecue or a dinner or a party, or I just go. Everyone likes to invite me because I'm fun. I'm fun pay.
Who's your best friend?
I have 3 of them. That's hard to believe, but 3. One since childhood, which is Amy Parker, who lives in New Jersey. She's more like a sister.
Hit the like button.
Hit the like button. The other is Kimberly Fleck, who lives here. She was actually Amy's college roommate. And then we kind of just hit it off. We've been friends now for 20-some years. Amy's been my friend for almost 35
Tells you about
years.
how old Trish is. I told you 67.
I'm older but Amy's been my friend almost 35 years since kids. And then I wrote the truck back some of the numbers. Kim almost 26. And then I have another friend, Aileen, who is actually, I met her. She was my physical therapist because what you don't know about me is I do a lot of stupid shit.
Show them.
And oh yeah, see, get this up there. There's one. Pump that up. So this is a small rupture in my Achilles. I'm trying to run. I thought I'd be a jogger.
Hit the like button if you're just now joining us.
But Elaine was my PT, and she put me back together for almost 10 years and became best friends.
So as far as AccuWeather goes, you say you're happy.
Yeah.
You love it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part of working at AccuWeather? What's your favorite thing?
What I like about AccuWeather, it's a very cool, and I mean legit cool work-life balance. You got something to do, you go do it. I want to go up and talk to Lincoln. I just go up and interrupt him. I just go sit right on his desk and be like, "What's up, bro?" There's really it's more of like, get your work done. And sometimes I'm going to go to the park, and you just go to the park and work, or you go sit outside, and yeah, you can. I can. And if I have to, I can work from home. So I just like that kind of thing. I like the work-life balance.
What was your favorite part of working on the TV side of Accu? Digital media.
The digital media side was, I'd have to say, I was the only girl at one point. Me and Carol, Carol was doing weather graphics in the back, and then I was in the room with all the boys.
Carol, who's in the chat right now.
And Carol at
Carolina
least got to
Jones.
sit by one of our main anchors, Laura. So I had to deal with the boys in the room and listen to a lot of boy talk.
That's what you think.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
man, I wish you would join.
the camaraderie there, and what I love about that is I go over there and still see them because I miss those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you miss most about being actively in the television industry?
What I miss most is, and I still find it hard, and I think that's just in your blood from starting when you were like 21, is journalism. If something's going on, I want to be in the thick of it. I'm not bragging, but when I was in news,
I was pretty much a guy.
when I was in news, no, I've won like 12 Associated Press awards. I've nominated for an Emmy, 2 Tellys, an Aggie. I think that's about it. So I when I would go get the shot, my main goal was to get the money shot. Like if you're standing down here and the fire's up on that mountain and the train's tipped over, I have hiked that mountain. Of course, I paid someone on a 4-wheeler once to take me that far, but I'll get the shot. That was my goal. Get the shot.
Get the
shot. So, I won a lot of awards for doing that kind of stuff. And I still today, I want to be in the thick of it, which just recently I was in the thick of it. I got caught in flash flooding. Taped it myself.
That was last Wednesday.
That was last Wednesday. Yeah, taped it myself and then put it on my Facebook page. And both a media outlet that I used to work for and AccuWeather both texted me, can we use your video? We were trapped for 2 hours.
So famous.
Yeah, so famous. I don't get a shout out for that.
So what do you miss most overall as a whole about the television industry? If you had one thing to say across all of your years' experience, was it working at SNL? Was it doing work with CNN? Was it just covering big time events? Was it all of those awards you were winning? Getting lit at the after parties about the awards.
In the end, I love a good visual story.
Yeah.
And when I do freelance stuff, it sounds like if I do stuff for a wedding or sometimes I do a montage for a family for a birthday, it sounds sad and horrible, but my goal is to get you to cry. I like to do really moving pieces.
You're really touching me right now.
I can't. I'm really touching. I like to do really moving pieces. I like to see something go from a storyboard to an actual visual piece and be completed while Lincoln's sniffing his. Do they smell good?
Yeah, I smell kind of
smell.
weird. It's weird. It's a weird smell. That's why I keep smelling. It's weird. It's very strange.
Smells new. So that's it. I like to see it go from a storyboard. I like to see a really good visual story. I like to tell a really good visual story.
Okay.
And get the unique shot. There's nothing worse that you can do than is wide, medium, tight. Get on your knee. Get the angle. Go down that pipe.
Get on your boots.
Get on your boots. Get dirty. Get muddy. Get the shot.
All right. Let's check out the chat because we've missed some. We're gonna come back to Cole's question up at the top. Sarah H says this is awesome. This is the format.
Thanks,
granted, better production value. Hopefully, I've had 3 weeks of blunders, but at least we're getting this one out there. This is the format I'd like to roll with. Just interviewing somebody.
Thanks, man.
Hey, gang.
They said, "Whoa, this guy." Okay, Ashley Humphrey. Do you know her?
Yeah, I think I do.
Hi, Trisha.
Yeah, I do. She's my cousin.
Ashley Humphrey, are you still in here? If so.
Hi. How are you?
Okay, no, we're not doing that.
Oh, all right.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Ashley, if I remember right, Ashley, aren't you in forensics? Like police forensics?
That's cool. She could bust some of these people in the chat who've done some crime.
You should have just joined a bit ago when we were talking about crime. I'm saying. Should I give some fun facts about Trisha?
Oh my God! Now Mike's message. Mike, we know what, Mike. If you'd been here since the beginning, you would know what's going on with the mic.
Yeah,
Thank
Lee.
you. All right, back to the chat. They said, "Whoa, this got real deep." I can disconnect this.
We said that was deep. I don't know what we said that was deep.
We were. If you're complacent, if you're happy.
Oh, I am.
That's when Carolina said, "Damn, Lincoln." The deadpan Cole said, "How do you get all that energy just to keep being happy?"
I go to bed at 10. I don't know, man.
I've
just always been a happy person.
She has a low sex diet.
That is true. It's like a haunted house,
Oh,
folks.
man. Oh gosh, that's really descriptive.
Yep. Pretty good.
Let's see. Mike said, "Trash."
Trash.
Don't forget to follow Lincoln on Twitter. Who all is
Hit the
in
like
here,
button
by
if
the
you
way?
haven't.
Wow, Lincoln is rough.
What?
Oh, because I said we're not gonna do that. No, it's just joking.
What's some fun facts about you?
I don't know.
Come on, man. You do this all the time. You can't tell. Holly,
What are some fun facts about me?
you're pretty upbeat.
My name's Lincoln Riddle. I'm 25. I like potatoes.
That's odd.
I don't know. I talk about myself all the time. Sometimes just get kind of tired.
I just wondered what don't I know about you?
Yeah.
You have to read?
Nope.
Me neither.
I don't like to read.
I read People magazine. I can barely get through that.
I enjoy.
Wow, this is hitting me.
Trisha's getting drunk. If you have a question, feel free to leave.
You want to do some drunk history?
We just had someone
today.
join. Hit the like button. Ray Graham, are you still in here? I don't think he is.
This is really morbid, but today I got an Anastasia kind of mood. So I Googled the whole Romanoff family and I read this whole article. It was so sad. By the way, I didn't know this. If you did not know, they did find Anastasia's body in 2007.
Cassie Irvin. Hi,
Cassie!
Trisha. Hit the like button.
Hit the like button, Cassie.
Cassie Irvin's in here.
Cassie, I've known Cassie since she was a baby, and now Cassie has a baby.
This is going to turn into the Trisha's friends.
Probably.
What usually happens towards the end of these is that it ends up like the last 30 minutes is nothing but action.
Yeah, because I told everybody to chime in at like 10 after 6. Now they're getting, because everyone's eating dinner.
Well, usually like randomly this will like blow up to like 17 or 18 people. And then it'll be time for me to stop. But there's so many people in here that I'll just keep rolling through it. And then it'll be like 9:30. I'm like,
where
oh,
we at?
shit.
6 people?
We're at 8 now, but I can't see, like people come and go constantly.
Oh.
So I can't see. At the
We gotta
end of
get-
this, I'll know how many unique people we have.
Very cool. There's like bugs in my house. Oh, the door's open. Oh,
You
that's
left
okay.
the door open?
Well, yeah, the screen, I didn't close the screen. There's going to be bugs in my
This is
house
what a
because I get
drunkard
bats
does.
in this house.
This is what a drunkard does.
Bats.
Mike said hashtag dislike. He's just ass hurt. Mike's ass hurt.
He's what?
Mike came in late and he wanted to tell us about the issue with the mic, but we already knew, we already tried to fix it.
Mike, we've been here for like an hour and a half. So love you though. Fun fact about Trisha. I've broken almost every bone in my body except for my skull. My nose twice. Both siblings broke my nose. My brother wrecked a car, broke my nose. My sister, remember the famous karate kick?
Yeah.
Stand. She saw the movie and she's like, I've been practicing. I'm going to get
She
this
kicked
close
you
to
in the
your face, but I'm not going to really kick you. Woke up unconscious with a bloody nose.
When I was a kid, my sister got hit in the face with a croquet mallet.
A croquet mallet? That you had deliberately?
My cousin hit her in the face.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's brutal. Was it on purpose or did he swing back
It was
or
an
something?
accident. They swung back.
I don't know if that was an accident. No, Butters. Another fun fact.
Mike said he had shit at work to fix. So he had to go to the bathroom in the
Yeah,
toilet
pretty
areas.
much. You were in there.
Anyways, back to Trisha. So you have lots of experience in the television industry.
I do.
What is the worst thing about working in TV?
Hours and pay. No matter, you will never be rich in television, even if you're on air, unless you're in like a major top 10 market, top 15.
Why and
Hours.
why is that? Why will you never be rich in TV?
Because the saddest thing was, and this is really true to life, but if you've ever seen the movie Anchorman,
Mm-hmm.
back in the 70s, they treated TV news like celebrities, like television. They got paid a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Nowadays, and you know this, there is at one right around the corner. So when you get that job, there were 10 people behind you who wanted that job. So they know they don't have to pay you well because the next person's going to want that job. But everybody thinks when they see these TV reporters, they're like, oh, yeah, they're so lucky they're on TV and they make so much money. Not true.
That's what they think about us YouTubers. They see.
No.
They see.
Have you seen this
Let me
setup?
tell you something. Let me tell you guys something. My average video, my vlogs, they'll get like 100 to 150 views, like within a week of being posted. But the trick with YouTube is that most of your views, unless you're super famous, they come from videos that are like 8 months old. So I was talking about how YouTube was like the revenue was down one time. And somebody was like, I didn't think you got that many views. I'm like, I get like 50,000 views a month on the back end, and they're all from like videos like it's weird because with YouTube you never know what's going to get a shit ton of views.
Yeah, it's the weirdest
Like,
thing.
I could-
Like you're dancing guy.
I could post a video tomorrow that I think sucks, and for some reason YouTube may pick it up in 7 months, and it could blow up out of nowhere, and you could make a quick like $500 off it. I mean,
like this video.
yeah, like this. This will be posted. It is posted with live chat replay, so you can literally watch it and see what we're talking about.
All the haters will be on.
I don't think we've had any haters. If you're just joining us, though, hit the like button. I haven't really been paying too much attention to the chat.
So yeah, television doesn't pay, and the hours are horrible. 16, 17, sometimes 24-hour days, and you just roll with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, AccuWeather was one of them.
Fornication.
When I was
In the newsroom.
Oh.
Tell us about the fornication.
Oh. Well, first of all,
Trisha
every
tells
time you
all.
work with somebody, so when you're on these stories, you know, sometimes when you're on these stories for a very long time, you like people think they're developing a relationship because especially when you work with a reporter every day, same reporter, they start to think there's affairs, there's people sleeping on the assignment desk, they're back in the, I can't tell you how many people at the one station I worked at, how many people had sex back in the tape log room. I didn't, but they did.
Sure.
Well, you know, 800 section was
What
my
about
favorite.
what about on the studio set on the main?
Oh, I'm
anchor
sure.
desk?
I'm well, not on the main anchor desk because there's somebody in master control all the time and they do see the set. So I'm behind the set. I guarantee it. In news fans, here's a sweet story. One time I was covering a story, and again, another sad story, but I won't tell you about it. And I had to go out with a new reporter. His name was Jerry Gish. And we were on the story. We were both broke. And so we went up there with like $5 in our pocket to our name. So we split a bag of pretzels and like a water just to try to fill our stomachs up because we were there all night long.
Yeah.
The state trooper came by and he gave us like cookies, but I felt so bad because he was new. He had to stay in the van trying to wait for updates. His wife called and he had to step outside the van, and I knew she was mad. Like obviously he's like, I got.
Why are you there with the woman?
Well, she was furious that he was like sleeping in this van with me, blah blah blah. And I'm like, do you want me to talk to her? And he's like, no. Then like 2 weeks later, she met me at a party. And she's like,
She was like,
well, it's kind of funny. She's like, I had nothing to worry about.
because you're my best friend.
Yeah. So she was like, you're so funny. I have nothing to worry about. I'm like, yeah, I don't know why you were worried because he's 12. So,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Well, we've covered fornication.
Exercise. Let's talk about that.
No.
Well, you saw I tried to run and broke my foot.
So when you're, let's go back to Deadpan Cole.
Deadpan.
A while ago. By the way, if you're, can I get you to state your name, please, in the chat? If you're with us, just like a hey, I'm here.
Hey, hit the like button if you haven't.
Yeah, if you haven't already hit the like button. We're gonna go back to Deadpan Cole's comment. He asked a good question that you would probably care to know. By the way, I apologize for the fact that I am on fire.
Yeah, he's on fire.
I'm on fire.
Kicking in a little.
Cole asked, as someone who's new to freelance videography,
My boy.
how do I get started and get job ops? Okay, whatever.
What you do is you go. You should go to any news station and start freelancing for them. Tell them you're a stringer, and you
You're the
know
greatest.
obviously when things happen, you go out, you get it. They'll start calling you. Then they'll use you as your regular, and then you start going and saying, "Do you have a position here?"
And how much will they pay for a
Stringers?
story?
Stringers, probably $40 a story, 40 to 50, somewhere in there. Now, that's if it's, I hate to say this like it's so cold, but that's if it's like an everyday car wreck. If you know, when Penn State, the first time they ever still smelling the mic, when Penn State had their first ever, like they did their street, what do you call it? Their yeah, that thing. Ooh, that probably went loud. Yeah. When they rampaged the streets, and we were there was a kid who got video, and they were going to pay him $40. And I said, listen, this is going to CBS. Once you give, our local station gives you that $40, I can tell you right now, this is going to go national, and you're not getting anything. So you asked for more. So eventually he ended up getting $350. So if it's something big, you don't go with the $40 because you'll know if that's going to go national, you get the money. Because once you sell it to a local CBS or ABC, that $40 is gone, and there goes your video all over the country. And you're like, oh, watching 60 Minutes. You're like that. I've seen my video on 60 Minutes during the there was an interesting story.
Ooh,
I covered
Trisha
the
Gates
Sifrits.
Tell.
Do you guys remember the Sifrit trials when they butchered the people down in Ocean City? Oh gosh, I can't remember if it was the 90s. No, it was 2000s.
They probably don't.
2000. Look it up.
Maybe
they
our Jersey and Mike does.
Remember the episodes? There's a TV show called Snapped. They did an episode of Snapped on it, and I was in it. But all the video is mine. I covered that for like 3 or 4 days.
How much money did you get for that?
I got nothing.
Oh!
I worked for my station. What they did is they came to the truck and they asked me for our video. So I had to call our station, and they traded the video for promotion. Basically, they shot us working, they shot our truck, and then they put it in the show. So it was like promotion.
Deadpan Cole asks, does it matter what kind of camera you're using as a stringer? DSLR, camcorder?
No, as long as it's digital anymore.
What about VHS?
No.
What about digital VHS? Oh, come on. Digital VHS was a thing, or HD VHS.
I don't know, man.
I invested $100,000 into a VHS HD cam. Yeah, I did.
Maybe, I don't know.
What if you're out breaking out VHS HD tape? There's HD VHS.
Yes, I know.
It's a thing.
I don't know. Try it.
Yeah, let me try.
I mean, as long as it's a good camera and it's got. If you have a light, because don't shoot without a light at night with, good light.
Obviously, we have.
But you can, no, I'm saying you can go low light on your camera. It's very grainy. But if you can get the shot and it's not grainy video, you're good. And for any stringer, if you're starting out, go wide for 1 minute, go medium for 1 minute, and go tight for 1 minute. That way, they have plenty of video to cut when you send it to them. They can show the establishing shot, then the cutaway, which is the tight shot. Then they can go to the medium. That's all you need because they're only going to use your video for 30 seconds. And you can also interview somebody and get them a bonus. Then they'll really start calling you.
What about if I'm like picking my nose?
You?
In the shot.
As the videographer? I don't think you're going to give yourself a tape, but pick away. That's what
What if you want to act as the reporter in the shot?
You can. You just got to be knowledgeable of what's going on.
Reporting live for WCPA. I'm
Yeah.
Trisha Gates.
As you can see right now, the bridge is flooded with water. Residents are stuck on the bridge. The fire police at this time are trying to get the residents off in every attempt. A boat rescue might be possible. We'll have more for you later.
Maybe I should start doing that.
Well, yeah.
Legitimately, I probably should.
You can, because what happens then is that's if you want to be on air, then they'll start calling you for.
I have this big issue where I'm fat, though.
Stop with that.
Listen.
Don't body shame. I don't want to hear about body shaming.
I'm body shaming myself.
This is 2018. People were big, small. Back in the day, they wanted their reporters tiny, thin, slim,
Trish,
whatever. 2018.
Look at any national network, and it's not any different.
No.
It's not.
I'm sorry. Nope. I believe.
Well, you can believe that, but it's not different.
It's different.
It's not different.
Well, we're changing the way things
I
are
wish
happening.
we were, but we're not.
No.
YouTube is changing it.
Yeah.
On their YouTube channels, those same networks that only use, tight and small and whatever.
The problem is we're all built different. I don't care. Look at me.
Oh.
Look at my wrist.
Oh.
I can stop eating and starve myself to death. I'm a big girl. I'm big boned. I'm never gonna be a skinny Sports Illustrated supermodel. It's just not gonna happen. It's not. So that society has got to change. Oh, now we're getting into it.
Gotta change.
Society has got to change from their perfect smile, perfect tan.
I agree 100%.
See, here's the difference. I see you, and I know you can do it because I see the work you put out. You're but even if I didn't know you, I can pick out someone who knows what they're doing by watching a video. I know I can do it.
Live stream.
Well, not by this, but I'm telling you, you're talented, and I'm not just saying that because we're sitting here.
What about Michael Lee?
Got
it.
Michael Lee is a very talented graphic artist, meteorologist. He's smart. He's another one. I don't know why he's still with us. He should be off and running.
You never know who's watching.
Sorry.
Oh.
Well, I'm just saying. Go out. Spread your wings, man.
So why don't you
Still smelling the mic.
Slide. That's the wrong song.
I'm older. I like where I work. I never say I'm going to stay anywhere. That's my motto. I don't know if I'm going to be at AccuWeather 5 years from now. I don't know if I'm going to be there 2 years
No,
from
I
now.
wanted to ask Mike on the live stream what his optimal job would be, but he was too scared to tell me.
Why are you scared, Mike? My optimal job, if I had my choice to start over and do it again, I would be a marine biologist.
See, that's what I'm talking about, Mike. You hear that? That's not an answer. Like, that can't get you.
But here's the problem. I'd be broke now because I wanted to work at SeaWorld with all the orcas, but now they're all free. But they're free because they freed Willie. So.
Mo is back.
Hi, Mo.
South Wales.
South Wales.
Trish is
Hit
now,
the like button if you haven't.
Since you left, Mo, Trish has gotten super drunk.
Not super drunk.
No, she's really drunk.
I'm tipsy, as I like to say.
Mike said, sorry, can you repeat that? No, because I think we both already forgot whatever it was.
What
is going on underneath this table?
My dog's chewing on her squirrel squeaker toy.
Deadpan Cole.
I like Deadpan Cole. He's such a good guy.
Mo just opened a beer.
Yeah, Mo. We just topped off the limoncello that I made.
To be honest, actually, Trish chopped.
Yeah, I think Lincoln had a half a glass. You know what? I made it's not my best batch, but I'm going to remake more.
Yes, Emma, I've been showing. Holly thinks that Izzy is hilarious.
Who's Izzy?
Emma is the parent and Izzy is the child, and they have like a YouTube channel together.
I'm gonna look you up.
Yeah,
you might have a new subscriber.
Is a big fan, so
we're gonna be fans together. Cheers.
Anyway, so if we go to Wales, though, it'd be cool to meet up with him. A guy on
AFL World Tour.
Trish is going on a world tour.
AFL World Tour.
Actually, I
have t-shirts made
today. Someone from London. He's in a band.
He's in a band.
He makes he only posts like once a month, but he makes super cinematic videos. Because he only
cool.
They're cool videos, but like I've watched a few of his videos, and he said we should get a beer after he realized I was going there. I'm like, that's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
It's good for video.
It's good for video, and you get to meet people all over the world. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We, not in this weird way, it's going to sound weird. We should make a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Not like a home movie. Like, we should make...
Hit the like button.
Legit. I have so many story ideas. And have you seen some of the shit they put out in the theaters and on straight to DVD?
Hey, how many Marvel movies do we need in 1 year?
Oh, we need at least 3 more.
I think that they should come out with Hunger Games 5, 6, 7.
Yeah,
10.
whatever happened after the baby?
And then you got Disney, like Star Wars is what, on a 6-month pattern now.
But Star Wars is getting... There's nothing like the original 70s.
Well,
they're kind of getting off pace.
There's too many of them. Oversaturation. And Disney loves doing that with everything.
Yeah, because here's the deal. I watched, and I know this is going to sound weird, but I'm a huge Disney fan too. I refuse to watch, Pocahontas 2, Mermaid 2, 3, 4.
I will not watch the
You've got to watch the originals because then they're like, oh, we made money on that. Let's make another one. Yeah. Then the storyline sucks.
Yeah. But these people will go out and see it.
Yeah.
Look, there's so many Marvel movies right now. It's like once a month.
They're going to burn themselves out.
They're going to burn the people out.
It's going to burn out.
People are going to see them because they're Marvel fans, but the reality is they really want to see
America, Chris Evans, is getting burned out. He's not sure after this next one.
Imagine if they took 5 years off, none whatsoever. It'd be explosive. It'd be like the first Star Wars movie. It was,
millions, billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Izzy's in bed. It's half past midnight.
It's half past midnight there.
We're probably butchering this.
We probably are butchering it, aren't we?
Good morning, guys.
That might actually be Australian that I'm doing, not English.
That sounds
very cheeky.
Little Aussie.
I think it's Aussie. I don't think it's English.
Yeah, there's some weird Doctor Who conversation going on.
I don't watch Doctor Who, but I love the phone booth or what's that thing he travels around in?
The TARDIS.
That's it, the TARDIS.
The Kiwi accent. I don't know what that means.
Kiwi is Australian.
I thought you said cheeky.
No, I did say cheeky, but that Kiwi, yeah. I went over there and I saw many.
Do we have a Welsh accent? One thing I've noticed, I watch a lot of people.
I love to do accents.
I watch a lot of people who are from the UK, and they enunciate everything.
Yeah. We don't hear.
We don't.
What we say is, hey,
Jeet
no. Yet? And then someone goes, no, Jew, Jeet, no Jew. But the saddest thing is we understand it. It is, did you eat yet? No, did you?
Sarah H says she's offended.
Well, I'm sorry, but we say. What? Oh, because I didn't do an Australian accent well. Sorry, mate.
Oh, gosh.
It's getting worse.
Yeah, listen, if you guys who are foreign, we're in this where we live right now, we could walk down the street and Find people talking like this.
Yes. Yeah.
Very hardcore. What you
Hi
think
there.
of when you think of America?
America. Oh, that everything's a question. Hey, Trish, how's your night?
How you doing?
How you doing? No, we're even Southern. Here it's like, hey, Trish.
We were down the barn.
How's your night?
You know what it means to fuddle?
No, is that?
Combined two words.
Is that wrestling?
We were down in the barn fuddling. That's what they say in Kentucky. Fuddling.
Fuddling.
Cuddling
I
and
I knew
fuddling.
the first word. I was like, and puddling? I don't understand.
Calling me Aussie is calling you Canadian, eh?
Oh.
You know, if you go to the right part of Canada, the accent's largely not even there.
No.
Now,
I would agree.
but you go over to Quebec and it's like instantly French.
Oh, 100%. Montreal, yes.
Who's got teeth? Do they have teeth? The people in this town, Trish. We're in. I'm not going to tell you where we are, but we're in Central PA. Do they have teeth?
Funny enough, no. Actually, one time when I was working in the news industry, my news director put out an email to everybody in the building and said, do not interview anybody with less than 3 teeth, because honestly, you look and you're just staring at them and you can't listen to what they're saying. I do. That's my neighbor right across the street. Well, hi, Pat, if you're in here. So yes, there are people with no teeth, and then there are people with fake teeth, and then there are people like if any of these came out in the front, you better give me a chiclet and shove that thing in there, because I can't do it. No.
Trisha's not going toothless.
Nope. That sham that chiclet in there, and then we're going to the dentist. Oh, how's it smell? Is it still good?
It still smells.
Oh, it
good.
smells
Trisha's
new.
had a lot to drink. I don't know that she's gonna make it to work tomorrow.
No, I'm a good drinker.
I'm a wholesome girl.
No, I mean I can handle my liquor.
Is that you? My
That's
goodness.
me. Somebody knows. She said, "Copy the ad." Oh, I don't even know what that is.
If you're in this, Carolina Jones, have you left the Chizat?
Carol.
If you just joined us and you haven't already, you have to hit the like button.
Yeah, hit the like button.
So you what international stories have you covered?
International.
Have you ever flown to Wales and covered a story in Wales?
No, I can tell you what I did cover though. Wasn't in Wales, but I was in Kosovo.
Oh.
And
Indeed.
Herzegovina.
Oh.
I traveled there, and it was strange because I was not allowed to leave the cement and Bosnia. Bosnia is where we went through all those. In Germany.
When was that?
2004.
So what? 10 years post-war.
Yes. And that's when
I'd like to go to the Olympic site there.
We didn't, but it would be cool. We each were assigned a military bodyguard. We were not allowed to salute, or call anybody captain. They told us their first names because they're snipers in the hills, and we had to stay on the cement due to landmines. So that was an interesting story. And the saddest thing was when you drive through the towns, it's much like PA. So in the winter, it's very much like central Pennsylvania, but you'd see the whole side of a house like with tarps on it because it got blown up and they didn't have the money to fix it. And I, of course, because I have a big heart and I feel bad for everybody. So I took tons of candy bars and I stuffed them. I bought pants with cargo pants.
You weren't worried about it melting?
No, it was cold when we went. And then I took them to the kids there, and to hand somebody a candy bar who probably doesn't get one but once a year was a good feeling. So yeah, I like that.
Sarah H says, come to New Zealand and cover their nurses striking today.
Ooh, I would go to New Zealand in a heartbeat. That's one thing I regret when I lived in Australia. I did not go to New Zealand.
No New Zealand for Trish.
But I'd love to go there. It's on my bucket list. If the nurses strike would pay me. What?
Oh, okay. Never mind. Keep going. Nothing. Trish is tearing up and Lincoln's just like, yeah, that's so. Who cares?
I'm a crybaby though.
No, I'm just over here like
I'm super hot right now. He's melting.
Yeah, do you see this? Do you see this?
I have a fan on him. He's literally on fire.
No, I was just.
Trisha does. I cry a lot. I cry tissue and Kleenex. You can tell this is setting. This is getting emotional.
You're making me a little bit teary-eyed.
I save a lot of animals because I'm a sucker.
So by the way,
yes.
I know 5 minutes ago, it was more like 15. I said that I was working on losing weight. Today was the first day, but I am going to pick up Burger King on the way home.
No, Lincoln,
there's
no.
a Burger King right over here.
I know, but I have some coupons, so.
Okay. Well, there we go. No, I had this.
Cherries are 0 points. That's why I ate half of
had
this bowl.
So I'm like,
You had a quarter of a
it's
cup.
one day, Trish. Let me be.
Well, I have 3 points left over today, so I'm doing very well.
Oh boy.
Just saying.
And you didn't mark this down, so it's like
No, I don't think vodka does count. Although, you know what I just found out about vodka? It's really good for your face. So I might be doing a beauty regimen.
So I might be getting drunk
and,
nightly.
and cleaning up my face. Yeah. Just saying. I just read that recently.
Trisha tells all. Control yourself.
I like to paint my toenails, but I really like to get pedicures. Let someone else do it, but I haven't done it lately. What else about me? I once tried out for American Gladiators and I was on it.
Deadpan Cole said,
You can't tell that now.
Deadpan Cole said, take your shirt off.
Deadpan Cole.
Crazy Dollar. Hello, how are you this evening? It is Wednesday night. How are you? Hit the like button if you haven't already.
Hit the like button if you haven't already.
We've been discussing the TV industry. Now Trish is going to tell us about how she was on American Ninja Warrior.
No. Okay, for all you people who were born in the 80s and 70s, you would know what American Gladiators
it's the
was.
same.
It's the same concept, but not.
Was that
You
in
actually
Vegas?
battle gladiators.
Was that in Vegas?
No, it was a TV show.
Trish,
All I'm gonna have this vision of you is smelling this mic.
she
tonight.
is wasted.
No, but I'm getting there.
No MO. Deadpan Cole said, Trish, take it off.
Cole, it'll ruin America. This is not anything anybody can
Chant is
handle.
going on in here. All these people want you to take it off.
I have a pretty nice bra on though.
Oh gosh.
It's not coming off, folks. I gotta lose another 15 pounds. Then talk to me.
Hit the like button. And,
That'll be on my show.
Hit the like
I'll
button,
take it
and
off
there
on
may be some
AFL.
impromptu nudity.
If
If this can get to 100 likes.
Oh, I might. I'm easily talked in it. Listen, one thing I do when I get to drinking and I go to a lot of football tailgates, the pants do come off. They just do. I have underwear on.
Sarah
of course.
H said, such a family show.
I know. I'm so sorry. Is your child's watching? Children watching?
Probably not. I mean, we really haven't been that bad.
No, we have literally gone from the time Trisha was born.
This is better than
till-
my normal live shows tend to get a little drunky drunk.
Oh, we can go. And what's a subject any of you want my opinion on? Let's go there. When
Evening, everyone. Ellie Birnbaum from
Hi, Ellie.
Brooklyn, New York.
hit the like button if you haven't.
Ellie,
Ellie, we're just finishing off a bottle of my homemade lemon limoncello.
Trish has basically drank that entire bottle, but she keeps trying to credit me for. I still have some from the initial
Oh,
pour.
put a nipple on it, Nancy. Criminy.
Is hot dog a sandwich? Ashley, you know Ashley Humphrey?
Yes.
Okay. That's weird because that question has come up in every single live stream. I kid you not.
It's not a sandwich.
Every single live stream, that same question has been
The
asked.
hot dog is only a sandwich if it's on a flat piece of bread and you cut it in half.
Crazy dollars offering to super chat us.
I don't know what that is.
What do you want us to do for the super chat, Crazy Dollar? Ellie, how are you this evening? Happy Wednesday. A hot dog is a sandwich when it's on its side. But see,
Yes, I agree.
but she's from Europe, so it's like they do things totally different than us.
I got one. That is true. It's if you cut the hot dog in half, you lay it flat, and you put it on flatbread, it's a sandwich. Till then, it's not.
Isn't a
It's
hot
dog.
isn't a hot dog a deep fried sausage? Sarah H.
No.
No.
No. It's like all the leftover bits of whatever they
Thor News. Hold on.
Who?
Thor News. Dude. He's got a channel about 50,000.
Wow.
Yep. He is
Good for you.
yeah, we know about the issues with the mic. We've established the problem. We have a lot of problems right now.
It's a 5-minute setup in my house.
Thor Trish also works at AccuWeather. She used to be the director for the network.
Yep.
He watches like a lot of the video. He makes weather videos, but
Yeah.
Trish has had a little hit the like button, guys.
Hot dog. We're talking about. Do you say Nutella or Nutella? That's for Ohio, Ashley, right there.
Nutella.
It's Nutella. They say Nutella. It's Nutella, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Respect Womp. Hold on. Okay, we're really
My
getting
butt
deep.
hurts.
We're getting really deep.
This chair is giving me
That's what she
hemorrhoids.
said, literally. Hit the like button if you're just joining us. Let's see here. Oh boy, I got to catch up on this hot dog nonsense. Crazy Dollar. Are you going to super chat us? If you are,
I don't know what a
that'd be
super chat is, but hit the like button if you haven't already.
awesome.
I'm learning.
It's got nuts in.
Hmm?
Mo.
I read that wrong.
Mo, no, that's what she's got nuts in. She just cut it off.
Got it.
Oh, Nelly. Nutella.
Nutella or Nutella?
Nutella. Ellie's doing good. He is on. Ellie's doing good. He just finished dinner. What did you have, Ellie? Ellie's on the keto diet. He's from Brooklyn.
Oh, the keto diet.
Ellie's a big fan of Bernie. He wants to. He's trying to come here in August and go on a tour and meet Bernie and all that.
Well,
stuff.
you come here and we'll make that happen.
And you'll get the Trisha Gates house tour. And she'll give you some lemon.
I'll give you the 10-cent tour. Here it is.
Let's.
My butt really hurts.
Just trying to. It's deep boiled. It is fixed. What's a corn dog then? Everybody, what's a corn dog? Is it a sandwich?
Corn dog is a little bit of heaven. That's what it is.
Thor news. What shenanigans?
Thor as in the superhero or Thor?
Thor.
Oh, okay. I like that.
What shenanigans has she seen in weather communications over her career, good and bad?
Well, we discussed this earlier. I was in a tornado once.
Well, he wasn't here.
Okay, well, I was in a tornado.
A brief rundown. Hit the
I was in a tornado once. I was in
hit the like button.
Horrible flooding.
Hit the like
I've been in one time almost got hit by, well, I did get hit by a snowplow or a snow truck or whatever it is.
Hit the like button
Just
for near
clip
death.
Because I was trying, you know, they come down the road and they don't care. There was that.
Oh, my bad, guys.
What?
They're correcting me. I thought it said shenanigans. It says changes. What? But he spelled it changes has. So what changes has she seen in weather? He didn't mean to spell it that way. What changes has she seen in weather communications over her career, good and bad?
God.
God, they're getting really upset over it. All caps and everything.
Over what?
Changes has. Changes has. Get it right.
What changes have I seen? Well, way back in the day, when I was in college, he's got a old man bump, this little old man bump thing. When I was in school,
hit the like button for school.
They were still using like a felt kind of board, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Of course, and then you come out of school and they're all digital. But
hit the like button for digital.
You know, I don't really know, because I know when I used to work at the one station that I worked at, they had their own Doppler, so they got their own weather from their Doppler. I don't know if that's a national thing now that they use. They get from no, like the one company had their own Doppler built. Like that was their thing. Big push. Like, we're Doppler. We don't get our weather from the national weather people. We get it from Doppler.
Yeah, we don't get
But were they ever correct? I don't know, because I don't know if they ever knew how to read it, because sometimes, man, they were way off.
What, the local guys?
Yeah. It's not going to rain, and then it's raining.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's weird. The local people, like the non-chiefs, are those people, did they go to school, or are they just like reporters turned weather?
No. Back in the day when I did start, anybody could be in weather. In fact, they asked me to be in weather.
Oh!
And here's why. Can I tell you why?
The next Reed Timmer, Trisha Gates.
Because I was a photojournalist.
Mo is getting off.
Oh, bye, Mo. See you later. I once had a flat tire with my reporter, and we filmed it. And it's very funny. It was like an outtakes video. And my news director saw that at a Christmas party, and he was like, I really think you should do weather. I was like, I'm sorry, I don't know anything about weather. And at the time, that's what they did. They just groomed anybody to be weather. Then it wasn't until probably the early 2000s they wanted you to at least have a seal, like a seal. Yeah. And then a coworker that works with us now, she got her seal.
Ooh.
She was a reporter,
Ooh.
Regina.
She
got her seal, and then she went back for her meteorology degree, because now a lot of locals will not hire you unless you have a meteorology degree.
What changed?
It was public perception. They thought if people saw meteorologists, they would take their weather more seriously, even though those meteorologists could be wrong.
So what you're telling me is that we need to start a little company that certifies people, but it's all a bunch of shite.
It is a bunch of shite.
But that's
here's
we
the
should
thing.
start and just.
You have meteorologists who are on air who suck, basically. They're no good. They're not TV personalities.
Right.
But then you have reporters or TV personalities who are so good at weather, and you know what I mean. They work they work the network. They work it. It's not boring. So there are some meteorologists who get on the air who are scientists and they're better teachers, and then you have your TV personalities who really should be meteorologists. Some of them do go back to school because they realize I can have more fun in weather than in news.
Yeah.
But they think every network now wants to see the stamp meteorologist because you will take them more seriously. But when I started, I think our chief meteorologist at the time was a radio personality from the 70s. And he was so famous as a radio personality. They brought him on air and he was sky high. Like he was untouchable.
What do you think? What do you think those local guys, small town, not mid-level, like your state colleges, what do you think the local guys are making in state college?
As a
Head chief
meteorologist, probably 70.
Really? That much in a...
It depends on how long they've been there.
Oh, that's true.
If you're talking a chief, they're not just going to hire a chief. They work you up from, they groom you. Yeah. So they're probably looking at between 60 and 80. But starting out, you see that the weekend weatherman that you see on the weekends, probably 30. Yeah.
Thor News. Bernie Reno is a good mix. Trish used to work. Well, I
love Bernie.
Technically, we both work with Bernie. Trish worked directly with him daily.
Yes.
He yells at me. The land of Lincoln is here.
And then he'll yell,
Trish! Shut your. Thor News. Does the rivalry between AccuWeather and the Weather Channel ever get bloody? Is that something we can talk about?
I think so. I don't think it gets bloody. There's competition.
Yeah, of course.
But
naturally,
I think they deliver two different products. I mean, the Weather Channel's been around forever, but so is AccuWeather. But AccuWeather got famous more for
web presence in their
web presence,
newspaper.
helping certain companies. Like I'm gonna throw a name out there, just like say a Lowe's. They would hire AccuWeather and they would say, hey, there's a tornado coming or there's a storm coming. Don't bring in your stuff or don't deliver. So AccuWeather became famous more for that kind of stuff and now has gotten into the network side and the more television side. So it's and Weather Channel has backed off because they just, but there is a competition. But I believe
the Weather Channel doesn't even own their own website. So
no.
It's like a really weird situation.
AccuWeather tries to keep everything and own it, but AccuWeather really is a weather network. I mean, I do think there are times when we need to lighten up and tell more lighthearted stories, but that's me. But I'd say that
we're gonna go into work tomorrow and somebody's gonna have this entire little segment cut out.
There's never been blood, but there's a good rivalry.
Someone has left. We're losing people left.
Well,
right. No, it's not.
Oh, sorry. How many we have? 6?
I have 7. We did have we were at like 10 holding steady. And
what? 10 people? Get your friends on. Where's Carol? Swear to God, if you got off, Carol.
We probably had 50 to 70 people pop in and out.
Get out of here.
Who knows? I can't see it right now.
Well, I'm telling you
but
what.
People really do. They come in and out.
When the show starts, that show, it's going to be killer.
All right. Ellie Birnbaum had 2 pieces of chicken and some frozen veggies.
Ellie Birnbaum, I had corn on the cob before Lincoln came and a piece of rotisserie chicken because it's 0 points again.
Deadpan Cole, have you ever imagined yourself working at AccuWeather prior to working at AccuWeather? So like when you were growing up.
To be honest with you, I never heard of AccuWeather until
hit him with the hind.
Maybe 6-7 years ago when I really started noticing AccuWeather and who they were.
Oh my goodness. Hold on. Holly, I got to do this Weight Watchers thing. I'll just eat dozens of rotisserie chickens.
Holly, you're like as big as my wrist. Girl, you're so thin. I wish I was you. Just saying. I would kill for you. Well, not for you, but for that body.
Ellie says, very nice. Mike's currently cooking dinner.
Is Mike Ellie's husband?
No, Mike Lee.
Who's Ellie?
Ellie Birnbaum is from Brooklyn.
Oh, I thought you meant Mike Lee must have said he's cooking dinner. I thought Ellie
Mike
was
is cooking Salmon. Salmon.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, you're all over the place. If you're just joining us, hit the like button. We're desperate for 100 likes. She will take off her shirt.
I'll take off my shirt for 100 likes.
For 100
but it's going to be one of these from here down.
Go straight to Reddit and
Yeah, I'll take off my shirt for 100 likes. Sure.
Boy.
We better get another bottle of this.
Oh, we got a like.
Oh, 1 like, 99 more to go. Call your friends.
85, not 99.
No.
No.
We have, okay.
100 likes.
When's the show? When's the show?
We got a ways to go, Trisha.
What?
Yeah. Are you not having fun? You ready to get rid
I
of
actually am. I was leery about this. I was like, I don't know if I can talk for 2 hours.
Someone took off their line. WTF.
Well, you're not going to see me with my shirt off. Because it's like two pigs wrestling under a blanket right
now. Hello, who's your back? OD is in the his house. Indiana Strong.
Oh, I got that part.
You know where your followers are from. After a while, you just know he's a Cowboys fan, fellow Cowboys fan.
Ooh, sorry.
Steel City.
No, I'm a Bears fan. Believe it or not.
I like the Bears.
Yeah, the Bears.
I grew up liking Brian Urlacher.
The Refrigerator Perry, but you probably don't know who that is.
Was this the 80s we're talking about?
Yep.
Walter Payton.
Yeah, 80s. Refrigerator Perry.
Did I come in at a bad time? No, who's your back? But it is imperative that you do hit the like button, because if we hit 100 likes, Trisha is already guaranteed she will take off her shirt.
Look at that.
That probably
working out. I got a bruise right there.
There's no way we'll hit 100 likes.
No, I'm good. I'm glad, because I feel bad for everyone who gets to see that.
But we are holding steady in the numbers, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Done did. So we lost one. Cole, pop on over. If AccuWeather could steal one Weather Channel broadcaster met, I don't know that we could talk about that one.
Nope, I don't think we can.
I don't think we can go into that discussion.
But I'll tell you who's awesome at AccuWeather, who I absolutely adore. At first, I was like, meh. Believe it or not, I adore Reed. Reed Timmer is our extreme.
Reed.
He's our extreme meteorologist and a chaser, and I love his dog.
He's a storm chaser.
Reed
had his own TV show on Discovery Channel called Storm Chaser.
Which the funny thing is, listen, because again, I've worked in the industry enough that I don't care who you are. You put your pants on one leg at a time, just like me. So when Reed first came to the station, the building, I kept calling him Tim Reeder. And everybody's like, how do you not know who he is? He had his own TV show. I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't care. Because to me, I'm just putting on a show. But getting to know him now.
Yeah, he's cool.
I've looked up some of the old episodes, and I even think I found a Budweiser commercial he was in.
Yeah, he did something with Bosch.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
A Bosch commercial. He's written a couple books.
No shit.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that. You know what? He's a really down to earth guy.
He's done some
super awesome.
Like State Farm commercials.
Oh, look at that. Well, I think Reed should have his own show on AccuWeather. That's what I think. But
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
low budget.
Yeah, probably.
It doesn't have to be. I mean, it could be low, but anyway.
We should be storm chasers. We would be fun.
I love storm chasing.
I do too, actually. Just not as close as Reed, but I do love storm chasing.
I could do it, Reed. I could be in the car with Reed.
I could too.
I offered. Well, no, I didn't offer. I told Reed that I could go perhaps to Denver in early August for a weekend. We'll see. Wow. See, it matters. It depends on if something's happening at that time.
Yeah, he has told me, like, if I want to catch some tornadoes, just give him a call. God, there he is sniffing that mic again. You have real issues. I feel like you're so in love with that mic.
Check up on the chat. We're losing people left and right. I hope it's not because they don't like us.
It's because they know my shirt's coming off.
Dub Airs, done did, bro. Danielle Banks is awesome. They'd be hitting the like button for me to put my shirt back on. I could say the same thing for me. Who's your back? Reed Timmer is like the Superman of Mets. Agree. Thor says he'd love to tag along someday. Deadpan Cole says Reed Timmer, an AccuWeather original.
Ooh.
Where did everybody go? We went from 10 to 6.
Well, we've covered my entire...
They're gonna come back, Trish. We're gonna stay on until there's 100 left.
What else are you gonna do? A reality show? We're working on.
I could change the title of this to 100 Like Marathon.
For the shirt?
Yeah.
Well, this is wearing off, so you better get me another if you want to take my shirt off.
No, not really.
No, for those just chiming in, we've covered a lot. We've covered from literally how I got started in the business, what I've seen, a lot of the, to be honest with you, for the 2000s, I covered some of the most major significant stories. That's what I look back and I think, you know what? Anybody want to see my Emmy or my telly? That's around here somewhere. It's got chocolate in it. No, I'm just kidding. I think for the 2000s being in news, I covered some of the biggest stories of this I think of that decade almost because how do you beat?
So you never want to go back. It's over.
I'd go back to news, but I wouldn't go in as a photojournalist anymore.
Ellie asks how my back is. It's doing great. Who's your back says gotta run, guys. Making supper for the kiddos. Hope to catch you next time.
You will. I don't know who the next show is about. Oh, it's on your YouTube.
YouTube.
Another YouTube.
Next week, Wednesday at 6 p.m. We got a YouTube.
Yeah. Hey, you want to hear a cheesy joke that I heard from a coworker today?
What?
What is Superman's address?
3616 Lois Lane.
Oh, you stole it. It is Lois Lane.
Oh, that was really easy.
It was cheesy and easy.
No.
So
Trish, there's someone has just joined us. Trish has offered herself to take her shirt off for 100 likes.
We're never going to get there. So for those of you whose mouths are salivating.
This was spawned by the chat. Someone just said take it off without any context. So no. I don't want to take my shirt off. So
nope. You guys got to buy tickets to this gun show.
Oh,
sorry, I keep hitting my mic, folks.
We have a really ghetto setup going on right here. We're literally using the backs of chairs to support these microphones. Both of them.
Can you see that? No, you can't.
No, you can't.
Backs of chairs, an umbrella light that's half broken.
Half making me look like I'm on fire.
Oh, poor Lincoln, man. I kind of don't look bad except for this bushy hair, but I'm trying to let grow out. But Lincoln, there's nothing we can do about that.
You look like Charlie Chaplin.
Your head looks like it's seriously on fire.
That's okay. Patiently waiting for the shirts to come off. Cole,
you are. He's dedicated. That's what I like about it. Yeah, I love that. Cole's dedicated.
Cole is out there.
Cole, catch up with me tomorrow.
Yeah, Ellie, it's gotten better. It's not great, but it's getting better. Cole is creating accounts. Hit the like.
Good luck making those before this ends.
Thor News. May I request a future interview with Melissa Constanza?
Oh, Constanza. Constanza? I think it's Constanza.
Really?
Really? Do you like Melissa, or do you just want to interview her? Do you like her and want to interview her?
Haha. We will talk tomorrow, Trish.
Yeah, we will.
Deadpan Cole.
As long as it's you and me and not your sidekick. Who we all know, Quentin.
Is he in here? Quentin, are you in here? Say hello.
No, Quentin's not in here.
No, he would Lincoln interview her.
Did you see the cat?
Is that what that is?
Maybe, or is that my dog trying to get in the basement?
Wow.
Because it's just fat and it wants to go down the basement and eat cat food. So it's trying to squeeze to the dog door or cat door. Here's the thing. So we are promoting a show called AFL, which we're just hyping it up, which I think will be fun. And then if that goes well, listen to me throwing this one out. We're going to do a home improvement show because I do all my own home improvements. Yeah. You can't see it right now, but there's a giant black bag above our heads stapled to the ceiling covering the plumbing. Yeah, you can't do much. You're really broken down, man. Is she not getting
That is the cat.
Oh, no, I know.
Your dog's trying to hump the cat.
No, they're wrestling.
He's humping the cat.
Stop it. They're wrestling.
Is humping. Your dog.
She stopped.
Fugly.
That's Butters.
But is that a
Futters is it? Futters.
Literally humping.
She's showing her dominance.
Yeah, I'll say.
Butters is the head of the household.
I don't see the dog humping.
Oh, the cat lets her do it all the time. The cat doesn't care anymore. It's a crazy world here.
Oh my goodness.
You got dogs humping cats, people not.
Butters is a dominatrix.
She is. She's a little 50 Shades of Grey right there. And that cat's a boy. He should be able to kick her ass, but he doesn't care. So many of you who just tuned in, this is my dog Fugly. His name is Fugly, not a lie. Hello, Fugly. Say hi. Hi.
Fugly likes to get on the table.
Yeah, you guys missed that earlier. Jumped right up here, right in the middle of the feed.
We've been holding steady at 8 this entire show.
Well, any questions? Anybody have any questions for what we've been talking about so far? We have covered binging TV shows, political coverage, news coverage,
sex.
We
did
dabbled
fornication.
on. We did fornication. We dabbled in it.
The thing about
we did.
these live streams is that I want them to be watchable post live stream. They're not really a podcast, but they kind of are.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll just transfer over to a podcast.
We touched on fornication. Fornication.
Oh, Sarah H asked if Twister was an accurate movie, but we ignored her frowny face. We didn't ignore her.
Did we not see it?
I probably didn't see it. I'm sorry.
Are you asking, was Twister an accurate movie?
If it's accurate in the way it pans out.
No. Nobody can go into a shed and strap a leather belt to them in an F5 and not even have their shoes ripped off. They didn't even have their shoes ripped off. Is there? Well, no.
Thor News asks, AccuWeather should do a show. I guess he doesn't ask. It's a statement. AccuWeather should do a show on destroyed infrastructure from weather since 2017. By his tabulation, we are at $2.4 trillion and counting.
I totally believe that, 100%. And that's not a bad story idea.
We're talking worldwide. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not a bad idea.
I've been thinking about this.
Lincoln will probably do that story.
I've been thinking about this a lot when it comes to weather stories. What?
I would say, don't you have to pitch stories so many stories a day? There's one for you.
There's your story right there.
Oh, God.
Can't share that with you guys, but I've been thinking about this a lot. You know, they talk about how the numbers, the damage, it's all going up with these storms. Well, one aspect that everybody fails to remember is that we keep building on the coast.
Yes.
And first of all, and all of the home values are skyrocketing. So yes, of course it's going to blow up. It's going to skyrocket in terms of value.
I totally agree.
This isn't the 80s, you know.
Yeah. Where even if you look back, even in the 80s, it was very rare to find a house right on the water. Yeah. They were a mile. You'd hike beach, sand dunes. They're building them right there now, and I would agree that's where a lot of it comes. And isn't it like Florida? The water line has risen. I forget how many feet.
Oh yeah.
And they're saying that, the homes there now are in trouble in the next 5 or 6 years, that they're going to be wiped out.
They're going to keep building them too.
Yeah, they're going to keep building them because that's money.
And those homes are $1 million homes. They're not, $100,000 houses. Sarah, did we answer your Twister question good enough? I would like to get a thorough answer.
Hi, Sarah.
Thor News. The Big Sur Bridge kicked it off. He remembers when that broke.
Oh, yeah. What's his name?
Thor, how old are you?
I'm enjoying watching Lincoln sniffing that mic. You love that mic. I mean,
he's 46.
Ah, that's why. Okay, because I'm in my 40s, and so I thought, well, he has to be somewhere up in there.
Sarah's wondering about the design of Dorothy, if it could work.
They're actually currently, Reed, I believe, is currently working on a Dorothy type system. It's true.
Yeah.
Yes. You're looking at me like, no, he's not.
No, yeah.
It's true.
He's got all sorts of pros. You follow Reed. You go follow Reed's like social media.
Currently, I don't know if there is one, but I know there is one being built in progress.
Yeah, we're gonna build a Dorothy.
Yeah. You got one day. One day to make her fly.
One day.
I can quote that old movie.
Thor wants you to know that bridge broke in 2017. So
no.
If a volcano erupts in California.
I'm thinking of something. Oh, I know what I'm thinking of. Had nothing to do with weather. It was the Point Pleasant Bridge. That's what I'm thinking. In West Virginia. Never mind.
If a volcano erupted in California, do you think mainstream media would talk about volcanoes more?
If I think what?
If a volcano erupted outside of Hawaii, outside of Hawaii, and obviously we haven't had a major eruption in the continental U.S. in a long time.
No.
If we had a major eruption in the continental U.S., do you think, he's specifically saying California, do you think that mainstream media would talk about it more? Do you think it'd be a bigger deal? Would they be more like with the Hawaii volcanoes? It's kind of faded off, right? Like it's a lava video. It's a lava video at this point.
Yeah.
So it's like, I
think it's hit its peak.
Yeah, and so while it could go on for the next 30 years, people just don't care anymore.
Yeah, no. At this point, it's hit its peak.
But do you think if it was in the middle of California, do you think people would be? You think media would be? No.
No. Media comes and goes. You're the story for 48 hours, and then you're done. It's big news, and then you fade off. Because look at Hawaii now. Like you don't see it in the news every day. You know, and just visiting there, and I don't know if this is 100% correct, so pardon me, but hit the like button. I don't know if this is 100% correct, but I was just visiting there, and they just now shut down the Arizona Memorial because they found they found a crack in it, and they don't know if they can fix it because the boats are so sensitive, the subs are so sensitive underneath, or the boats, that it would damage them. And they're thinking, and I read this, so I don't know if it's 100% correct, but they're saying that the tremors from that volcano are moving up the islands and causing that. But at the same time, they did it. But did anybody hear about that? I got it sent to me in a message. Somebody like sent me the link. So did anybody even hear about that? It's old news. Like, it's not detrimental to anybody.
Sarah H says, do twisters make a roaring sound like the movies? They don't have them in New Zealand. So
they're very loud.
Very loud.
They're very loud. I was in one once. They're very loud. Well, I've never seen a cow fly, but I saw
about a month ago. Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, he had a viral YouTube video on cows flying. Or maybe it's horse.
Oh, see, that does happen. I didn't know that really happened. I thought that was an embellishment in the movie.
No, they pick up frogs and everything.
I know when I covered, I found a bird that was stunned out of its mind. It had probably gotten caught in the tornado, and it is true. No, it was. I was coming out from all the damage, and I just looked down, and there's this bird and it was soaking wet, and it was just wide-eyed soaking wet, and it literally let me pick it up, and I was like, "You're gonna be okay." And I put him in a tree.
Trisha has a big heart, people.
I do. I save everything.
She saves everything from snakes to rats.
Not snakes, but I will save raccoons and deer.
Trisha has all these rats living in her house. It's like Ratatouille. It's like 101 Dalmatians spelled with a rat.
I'll even save a bat that's in my house. One time I went as far as saving a bumblebee. I picked lint off of him with tweezers.
Holly says you touched it. That means it died. Deadpan Cole. Well, Trish just heard the news today.
What happened? Did it die? What, the Arizona Memorial?
No, the bird.
No, it didn't die. It was in shock. It was caught in a tornado.
You know what movie that's from?
Oh, Pretty Bird. Dumb and Dumber. Sold a bird to a blanket.
Billy enforcing the blanket.
Yeah. I will tell you though, what is real twisters is when I went to one of these twisters, there was picket fences, like the kind with the points, sticking in the side of the house, just like you see in the movie. Like they just stick in there like a spear.
See, this is something that interests me about the 9/11 conspiracies. Think about this. These people act like an aluminum plane should just hit the building and crumble up and fall straight down.
Oh,
I don't get that. You can look at that. The perfect example. A small piece of wood can pierce a brick building at 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So I don't understand that the rational.
But you also have to remember the majority of the 9/11 of those buildings, the interior is where the major structure was. The outside is glass, and
it was the steel. But anyway, people act like that the plane should just hit it and crumbled up and fallen.
No,
it's mind-boggling. Like, I don't get that. Thor News. Why did Building 7 fall? Just Google Tower 7.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, Google that.
Do you know why?
I don't know why.
Were you in the bottom of it? You're the one who pressed the button.
Thank God. The government's gonna be at my door.
That's true. Right now, there's FBI agents. We're like, they're coming here on a helicopter. It's not true. Is it true that straw can be forced through wood during a tornado?
Well, that I haven't seen.
Peeing right now?
No, it's chewing on a toy down there. It's the squeaker's broken. Just chewing on the toy.
Okay.
It's keeping itself entertained. No, I don't know that. But I know straw can go through a toenail. I do know that.
Oh.
Yeah, goes right up in the front.
All right,
comes right
Trish,
out the top of it. Well, I'm just saying. So yeah, but I have seen wood pierce right through. And I've seen it pick up a car. And I've seen it literally so cool. I've seen it wipe out a whole town.
Did a plane hit the Pentagon?
Oh, yes.
But we only have that one video, Trish.
Yeah.
Well, and it's like okay. This brings me to my next point. Thor News is out. He says he's got to go back to work. Thank y'all. And thank you to the whole AccuWeather team for all of the great work.
Thank you.
Thank you, Thor. Have a good night. It's 2018. We still don't have good enough security surveillance everywhere for all these.
We do it AccuWeather.
for all these shootings, though, and like the Las Vegas shooting, we know nothing about that guy. How do we not? It's been 9 months. We still don't know anything.
They do. I'm sure
they don't want to tell
They
us.
just. I think there comes a point too with media anymore is there is fake news a lot. Journalism. One thing we're talking about journalism. Journalism's changed in the 20-some years.
A lot of yellow journalism now.
Yes. When I was started in journalism was journalism. No matter the story, good, bad, whatever, you told it. And then somewhere along the line, if you did advertising or you put money into that station and you broke the law, we didn't cover it because they would yank advertising. And that's when that was even in 2007. That's when I realized this isn't journalism anymore. And I decided to step aside and get out of it.
Well, I
You
don't.
got to tell the story. You have to tell the story, good or bad, whether you do it or not. You put money somewhere, it doesn't matter.
I don't watch much Fox News, so I just never have. Well, I've always, I don't know. Anyways, I watch CNN more than anything, I guess. If I watch cable news, I don't really watch it at all, but I'll see it.
Yeah.
And so I'll just be watching it. You'll have like Anderson Cooper on there, and he'll be talking about something. And then there'll just be this really slight opinion thrown in there. And I'm like, you just slipped that in. It was one word. Like, but these people, I go on YouTube and watch a video, and he'll do the same thing. And there'll be people saying this is biased. You'll have people saying this isn't biased. That's a fact. But it is. It's an opinion. But you just because you agree with it. Same thing with Fox. I mean, it's all the same.
And again, back in the day when journalism was, whether you agreed with it or not, if you didn't agree with the story, you had to cover both sides. You had to get the facts on both sides. You couldn't lean to your side. And anymore, I do think there's a lot of that. I really do.
Yeah.
I think the network itself leans a little bit more so the reporters. But if it pays your bills, then you do what they want. But I just don't.
But the problem is that it's mass media, and so people are consuming it and not determining what they want.
No one's determining it. The nice thing about that on my end of it being, oh, sorry, did I just do that?
No, you're fine.
In journalism is I love no matter what I find, any story I find, even if it's something local, I'm like, ooh, got to find both sides of that. I'm only hearing one side. They don't do that anymore. They just tell you they fudge it a little bit.
And the problem with telling both sides now is if whichever side you're on, you're telling first is the side people are going to think you side with.
Because that's what they're watching. And they're like, well, that's not what they, yeah. I covered a story later in my career, right before I left, where I covered a burning house, a burning building. And it, sad as it was a burning house.
Yeah.
My producer said, how bad is it? I said, it's bad. You know, I went in, locked the camera down. I went in and helped them get stuff out of their house because they were trying to keep their valuables. And I'm not going to stand there and watch that happen. And so getting their valuables out. And my producer calls and she's like, so they were running. They were pretty much running for their lives. And I said, no. And she's like, well, that's what we're going to write. Residents ran for their lives to escape from their house. And I'm like,
but they weren't.
But that's not what's happening.
Right.
And so that's when I realized embellishment started coming in. And I'm like, ooh. Well, I mean, the stories are there, but they're really embellished.
I mean, over-exaggeration is like everything now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if this was a video, it would be named something totally different. It'd be an over-exaggerated
Look at these two hotties.
Yeah. These two hotties.
And we'd be like, well, I mean.
Lincoln's on fire. So I don't know. That really bothers me because you don't get both sides of the story.
No. And that is literally when I decided to leave journalism, when I was like,
and I tell people bias is not about necessarily even what you say. It's about what you don't say.
Yeah.
And also how you say it. Ray Grimm, we have some Mr. Crab chant going on right now.
I don't know what that means.
Ellie wants to know how long you've been working at AccuWeather. I think we addressed that earlier.
3 years, almost 3 years.
Ray Grimm, who's from Germany, will say that again.
Hi.
I don't know how long he's been here, but thank you for joining us again, Ray Grimm. If 9/11 is true or not, one thing is sure: Lockheed Martin is profiting from the war industry.
Absolutely, they are. Yes,
right there. All the contractors are.
Yes.
You want to get rich in America? Be a contractor in that field.
Yes, I would totally agree with that. What were we saying? Oh, we were talking about 9/11. Listen, whether you're a conspiracy theorist or not, I covered the Shanksville end of it, and that was real. I'm sorry, I was there. It was real. I was there firsthand, saw things happening. There's no way that, and we discussed it. I said if that plane had gotten any further, I do believe the government would have shot it down. And I think the people on
Well,
board
the
knew
call
that.
was made to shoot it down.
I think the people on board knew that. And had it gotten any further, and I think they
It was
decided.
the last one, right?
No, was it?
I think
I
it
can't
was.
remember.
It had to
Yes,
be
it was. It was.
'Cause
It
they
was
knew
last
that
one.
about everything else.
Yes, because they.
A plane just hit the Pentagon. Nick,
The
no.
story was, if you go to the memorial site, was the hijackers allowed them to call their loved ones, and that's when the loved ones said they're putting them into buildings.
Why did they do that?
Somebody had a heart, believe it or not. They allowed a couple people with cell phones to call, and they passed the phone around, and somebody said they're putting them in the buildings, and that's when the guy
Conspiracy, though.
said,
How Sarah H is leaving. Have a good night, Sarah. It's
Have a
gotta
good
be
night, Sarah.
Super late where you are, Jiminy Cricket.
"Yeah, it's like
No, wait, it's morning.
where's she at?
New
Wales,
Zealand.
New Zealand? It's
Morning.
I don't know how
It's
many hours
gotta be
ahead.
morning.
Yeah, good for you."
Good
Well,
for
I mean,
you.
that's early.
Yeah, it's 1 p.m., so it's not too bad.
Oh, but never mind. It's
But we've been
midday.
going for a while. That brings us to the next question, though. How were they talking on cell phones in a plane at a couple thousand feet?
I don't know if it was cell phones or the seat phones, but I know they were allowed to make calls.
Airphones.
Look at you making that, loving that. They were allowed to make calls, and it was the gentleman. And this is horrible. This is how much history changes because so many things go on. I don't remember his name. Todd, maybe. He's the one who said his wife said they were putting him in the buildings. He's the one that made the famous "Let's roll." He's the one who decided and said, we can sit here and do nothing, or we can do something. And they did something. And like I said, people say they shot it down, but I was there.
Talked a lot about September 11th.
We have.
So you think a plane did hit the Pentagon, even though the video only shows 3 frames of a plane hitting the Pentagon? Even though you can't even tell it's a plane, it just looks like a missile, actually.
I think the plane, yeah. I think a plane hit
I'm
the Pentagon.
I'm trying to drag out the conspiracy theory.
No, there's no conspiracy. I mean, whether we knew it was happening or coming or not, and they didn't forewarn, but I can tell you this 100%. We all saw the plane hit the World Trade Centers. Being in Shanksville, I 100% believe that it came down. They fought and it came down after talking to several people. I guess I'm not into that conspiracy of saying I think it really did hit the Pentagon.
All right, guys, it is 8:22 p.m. We are going until the half of the hour. You have 8 minutes. Get those questions in. Hit those likes. We're not going to hit it.
No.
Hit those. Get the
God.
likes in if you haven't already. We've got 8 minutes. You have 8 minutes to get those
I feel like
questions
we're giving
in.
money away.
Trish, what's your favorite type of weather? Quickly, rapid fire.
This is flooding.
Rapid fire. Flooding and storms.
Like tornadoes and flooding. That's my favorite. That's horrible to say because I know there's so much destruction.
What do you look for in a human?
I don't know. That's awfully random. Is that you or is that them?
That's me.
What do I look for in a human?
Quickly.
Good sense of humor, kind heart.
What's your favorite food?
Barbecue chicken.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Hawaii.
How long till you're back in the news industry?
Maybe a few weeks, months. I
Are
don't
you
know.
gonna start your own TV show?
Yes.
Real TV show. You're gonna contact Discovery Communications.
I need to get a pilot first
Would
and
you ever
people to
be
shoot
on
it.
Big Brother?
No, but I would be on Survivor or The Amazing Race.
What about Deal or No Deal?
Oh, absolutely. That show's so easy. And you know what? People are so greedy on that show because I'm like, stop now. And they have to go.
Ray Grimm says he doesn't have a TV and he's free from news. Well, we got all the TV you need right here.
That's right, man. This is entertaining. This is gripping.
You think it's entertaining?
I don't know. I've been entertained, and it's
People
just
been
me and
watching
you.
it.
It's just me and you, and I've been totally entertained. So
Where did Carolina go?
I don't know. I'm gonna give her shit tomorrow, though.
Ellie Birnbaum, favorite type of car?
Oh, a 1957 Chevy convertible, red with the white wing doors. If I'm being specific. Stop! You freak me out when you smell the mic.
Mike Lee, are you in here?
No, he's gone.
Yeah, I'm making dinner.
Quentin, are you in here?
Quentin's
No?
not in here.
God.
I look super fat. in this
You know
photo.
who's been our number one fan this whole show? Deadpan Cole.
Deadpan Cole?
He's been with us the
he's
whole time.
tried
If
to-
he's not, I don't even know if he's still here. but
Mike's here. He just said yes.
Yeah, Mikey.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Lee.
So Mike is going to be one of the
Carolina just popped out of nowhere. What did I miss?
Oh, see that?
Carol, did you just join back?
We've been talking shit on
Yeah,
you,
we
Carol.
really have.
You disappeared.
You missed the last 10 minutes.
So Carolina and Mike, and probably even Cole, are going to be some of the people that you'll see in this little series that Lincoln and I. They're going to be some of the crew.
Titled The Sexual Deviant.
Is that what we're
true
going?
No, the sexual deviant's Mike.
Oh yeah, mine's just called.
Wait, there's Courtney Brooks. Where are all these people coming from?
Apparently they went to eat.
eat.
They're getting that. Well, how many likes are we up to? Jesus, Carol, if they get 100 likes, I have to take my shirt off. Thank God, because we only got 3 minutes left.
Trish is looking forward to the series. The trailer looked very interesting. Well, it was a vlog. Courtney's at work.
Butter, stop. My dog really wants attention from.
Mike is killing flies in his apartment.
Wow, busy life, Mike. Singles town.
Yeah, you come kill flies in Trish's apartment.
Yeah, I left the door open, so there's probably a snake crawling around right now.
So Trish,
yeah,
if you had any advice to anybody out there wanting to get into the field of video, should they go to college? Do they have?
Here's what my thoughts are on that. I went for film. I probably should have went for communications. But you can go to school all you want for video and film, but you have to have an eye. I've known people who've gotten degrees and I look at their work and I'm like, oh my God, that's bad. You have to have creativity. You have to have an eye for photography, videography. Stop. For videography, just push her down. She just wants your attention. You have to have an eye for it. You can go to school and spend thousands. You don't have an eye for it. It's just not. Sorry, it's just not gonna. She wants Lincoln to play with her. She wants you to play with her. So I say you do anymore. They want a degree, but you can work your way up. If you look at people my age and older, many of them started as grips, craft services, and
majority whips.
They work their way into the industry. You'll find in California a lot more, or like TV industry a lot more. You can work your way up from working in lighting but a lot of times news, that kind of stuff. But if you're good, you're good. They'll take you if you're good. If you're a photojournalist, they will take you without college credentials. They will. It's because your work's exceptional. So
what if you just want to be a painter? People are going to school for painting, Trish. It's a real
painting
thing.
Like pictures? Are you like picture? I painted that and I just took a class for $30.
Go to college.
No. People actually going to school to be a painter?
The arts. Are you going to Arts Fest?
Yeah, I'm going to go to Arts Fest. I mean,
Alexa, play Vera Lynn. We'll meet you again. We don't have the Alexa here. We're actually at Trisha's humble abode.
I have an Alexa up in my bedroom.
There's Carol. She disappeared. Now she's back.
Oh, Carol, that off and on. They're probably playing. Did you get Supreme Justice on your Netflix with the little? What's the video game? PlayStation.
I don't know, but we're down to 2 minutes. We need to make these 2 minutes count. Leave your questions. We have 2 minutes. 2 minutes on the clock. Leave a question. Trish will answer it. Any question. Doesn't matter how dirty, how happy.
Yeah, it does. We've discussed them. I'm very happy person.
Any questions?
I love animals.
Hit the like button if you haven't already. Trish says she loves animals. Favorite song? Quickly. Quickly.
If you like pina coladas.
Do you like Pitbull?
Yeah, I do actually.
Do you like Britney Spears?
Love her.
What's your thoughts on the state of Utah?
It's there and Mormons.
How do you feel about Cheyenne?
I want to go to the Zion National Park.
How do you feel about Cheyenne, Wyoming?
I've been there. It's out in the middle of nowhere.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
To get to the other side.
Oh, who's Debbie Gibson?
Is that Carol?
Favorite weather? Yeah, who? Quickly.
She was a singer in the late 80s that Carol's never heard of. Electric Youth.
Favorite weathercaster at AccuWeather?
At AccuWeather?
Yes. Quickly.
Mark Mancuso.
Marcos.
I mean, I love Bernie, but Mark's a really, really, really funny guy.
Deadpan Cole, would you watch Nicolas Cage on ice?
No. I can barely watch Nicolas Cage on TV.
Do you what's your favorite Nicolas Cage movie?
Oh, come on. Give me the bunny.
Con Air?
Con Air. Yeah. Well, and The Rock.
Con Air, The Rock, yeah.
Yeah, those are this too.
Girl, as a kid, I never thought of. Have you ever seen Face Off?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Face Off. That was a good one. Face Off was good. Do you want to know one of his first films that I actually loved, but it was in the 80s? Valley Girl. Yeah.
When's the next Nicolas Cage movie coming out?
Hopefully never. But he's at Disney. He signed on to Disney, so he's been doing Disney films.
People seem to like the Con Air thing.
Oh, everybody loves Con Air.
We're gonna steal the Declaration. You like that?
Oh, I forgot about it. Yeah, National Treasure. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now 8:30 p.m.
8:30.
on the Eastern Seaboard. We've been going
I gotta
ham.
pee.
We've been going ham for 2 hours, 15 minutes. Only 15 likes on this one. 8 viewers currently active.
This time next year is going to be big.
I'm going to feel bad looking at these analytics. I feel like they're going to be less than they normally are, but that's okay.
Is that good or bad?
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, everybody.
Trisha didn't work. No, it's okay. It's not a big deal. You don't have to worry about these. 16 likes, Lincoln, showing 16. Hey!
Well, we didn't have to take our shirt off.
Ray Grimm. They should make a sequel to Face Off, but this time Nikki Cage swaps wigs with John Travolta. I love it. Hey, Ray Grimm, did you watch yesterday's video? Did anybody watch yesterday's video? I put out a
I did not yet.
very goodly themed.
Goodly? Goodly?
It wasn't a vlog.
This is why they're not watching.
It wasn't a vlog. It was like I just needed to make an update on my back, and I didn't want it to be boring, so I decided that I would make this really weird like sequence of the time from my last video until that video was posted, and it ended with me seeing Nicolas Cage memes on a computer screen.
Oh, wow.
Deadpan Cole said he enjoyed it.
I didn't watch it yet.
I'm glad somebody.
Next one we do, we're going to do drunk history.
You never know if people are going to enjoy the humor or not. So
I think you're a funny guy. I think people will enjoy it.
Yeah, but if you don't watch every
Holly,
vlog,
this guy right here, come on. Smile for your wife. Smile. Look in the camera and smile. So adorable.
This is Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, that's... You're getting Burger King, by the way, on the way home.
National Treasure is the best movie of all time. Carolina Jones.
She said that?
Yeah, she did.
Wow, Carol.
It says right here, her and Alvaro are popping it in right now.
Oh, I bet you are.
Oh! All right, guys. It is 8:31 p.m. Thank you for stopping by on this fine
you, everybody.
Wednesday. Next Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we have Cody Warner from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I'll be going down there. He is a YouTuber. We'll be talking about more of the same. Each week, the goal is to have people in this type of industry talk about this type of industry and their life and conspiracies and death or whatever. I don't know.
Politics. We went across the board tonight.
Yeah, think of it like a Howard Stern show.
My dog seriously wants to play.
All right, guys. Well, if you haven't already, hit the like button.
Hit the like button.
Be on the lookout for Trisha's new show coming to a YouTube channel near you.
AFL.
AFL, which does not stand for Arena Football League, but one of those words is America. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks so much for watching. As always, hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit subscribe. Turn on those bell notifications. And I'll see you in the next vlog. Peace. And live stream. Oh.